Yeah.
Oh man. Well, wasn't this gonna be delayed?
Slightly.
Okay.
But it's gonna be delayed regardless. This is for the chat though. It's not for us.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying once we start talking.
Hey, what's up,
So
guys?
we've been here for a minute.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we've been here for at least 10 seconds.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Pick a Side podcast. My name is Joel Moran, and I'm here with what's going on?
Comments went crazy.
First
Michael
comment is
24.
That is funny though.
No, he fried.
That is.
Bro said,
funny.
"I'll never get fooled again." Always waiting on the potheads to start. He cooked.
He did.
He cooked.
It's weird. This is weird. Seeing this twice. I can't look at the TV.
Why, bro?
I just want to look at the chat.
Wait,
So this
what's
is
wrong?
the first time we got the chat up on our screen.
It's kind of
here.
cool.
But we also have like our YouTube video up here. But I'm seeing everything like 15 seconds late.
I'm not
Bugging me a
aggressive.
little bit.
I'm enjoying
I
seeing
don't
me.
think that we're that off.
No, we're probably like 2-3 seconds.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
like
now
a second
we're
or
definitely
two.
better.
Yeah.
Bro, before it was like
No,
But
like
regardless, it's gonna be a little bit delayed.
15
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. You guys know what it is. It's going to be an NBA free agency show. We're going to break down anything that happens live on this show, but there's already a ton of things to talk about. Before we get right into it, fellas, how are we doing?
good. Rib, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back.
How
Are
was
you?
your trip?
Be honest. You're happy to be home.
Yeah. I was
Okay,
ready to go
you're
home
over it.
today. I don't like being like I like vacations, but I feel like 4 or 5 days on that third, fourth day, you just start missing your bed a little bit and
Yeah.
missing home. But no, I have
missing
fun.
you.
Thanks, bro. I
Type
appreciate
shit.
it.
How was Mason?
Mason was good. Mason was fun. Yeah. I went to his crib. We played college football. I blew a 40-point lead.
What?
Yeah.
If
40?
you're up good enough to be
Nah,
40,
realistically, it was like 26, but it felt like 40 because I was up like we went to the second half. I was up like 22-12. End of the third, I was up a smooth like 44 to like 26. Like I was giving him belt. He was Ohio State. I was Texas. I was fucking him. Like,
And he
then
just started locking in.
I got cocky. I started chatting. Then I started playing one-on-one coverage when I was playing the corner.
Oh, you're
So I
an
tried to guard Jeremiah Smith. He threw like 80 yarders, like
Oh,
amazing.
damn.
Yeah, then he came back. He won off a game-winning drive.
Wow,
Yeah,
hold that.
How was your trip? Your trip was good?
yeah, it was good.
You had a good time?
I did.
Is in Miami a lot of girls out there you was getting to mingle with?
No, I wouldn't say that. I
Wait,
would
you
say
went to Miami too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Now,
was.
who were those in your close friends? Were they some strippers or who were they?
What's wrong with him right now?
Wait, what? I don't know.
Strippers are crazy.
Yeah, those are my friends.
Riv was posted up. Oh, they were?
Yeah, those are
Okay.
my friends.
My bad.
My
I
bad.
apologize. No, he was posted up. He had somebody recording. Riv's just in the cut smiling.
I was, dude. That was. So I went to go visit my brother's dad. He lives up by Doral or Dora, whatever it is. So I went to go visit him, and then we was drinking Chardonnay. So we had like 3 bottles.
3
Yeah,
bottles.
so I was
Chardonnay.
me and him. I was fucked up.
That's calm.
Yeah, but it felt a little funny. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to.
Bubbly.
It's Miami. I don't want to be loose. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be wobbly and loose. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying
That seems
to chill.
like the place to be wobbly and loose.
Only because I don't know. You know, like over here, I know people. Even when I go outside, I still know people.
Uh-huh.
Out there, I'm with mainly females. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I can't get loose.
You
if
gotta
it's just
say,
me.
no.
You know what I'm saying? I can't because
I'm
then once we get into it, it's just me and them. You know what I'm saying?
Then you, let's say, God forbid, you get snuck.
You know what I'm
Then
saying?
you
Yeah.
embarrass yourself in front of.
Wait, so you had like a female group to go out with down there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, bro.
Oh, I went with females
Yeah.
primarily, and one guy with the boyfriend. But yeah, we got to the club. We was drinking shots of Azul, and I'll tell you, I had like 14 shots.
Clase Azul.
Yeah,
14 shots.
dude, I was fucked.
14?
I don't remember past 4:30. Yeah, I didn't get home until I
Wait.
think like 8.
God damn. I feel like that's the culture though in Miami.
But that shit, Miami closed at
Yeah,
5.
that's what I'm saying.
It was fucking insane in there. And then after, people was outside. Yeah, man.
You went to the beach?
Yeah, for a little bit.
You had a hotel there?
We had Airbnb.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, we had
Nice,
Airbnb.
nice.
Yeah.
Miami's
How,
nice.
how was everybody of your guys' weekend? How was yours,
Somebody
Dels?
just called me the gay best friend.
Damn.
Nah, that's not you. Riv, he be knowing what he doing, man.
Please stop.
Joel's on time in this episode. I don't know.
What's going on with you?
Good, man.
You're leaving for
Yeah, I'm going to Florida. Riv comes back. I go down. It's my fiance's sister's birthday, so she's having 25th birthday, having to get together. So going to Orlando for a day, then a few days in Fort Lauderdale, then back to Orlando. I'll be back next Tuesday. I land, so I think I'm only gonna miss like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, so it should be good. But I gotta leave at like, I think our Uber's getting us like 5 tomorrow in the morning.
Newark?
LaGuardia.
Fire.
Yeah.
Did you see the AI summary of last episode?
I did not.
Last episode, so YouTube creates an AI summary
Kind of fire
for the comments. So everything that the comments say, it creates an AI summary of what the gist is like. What's the gist of what's being said? So I'm not gonna read it completely, but I just will say that part of the AI summary was that the comments are increasingly becoming frustrated about the lack of respect that John Tortorelli receives.
I did see that.
And they want him to they don't want him to get interrupted. There's like, let him speak.
Was it, yo, what's up with you, bro?
I take responsibility for that.
Yo, thank you, bro.
I take responsibility.
Thank you.
for that.
That means
But-
more to me than you know.
To my defense,
I'm
he
not-
said Knippel's name funny.
that is all it
He
was.
just said his name funny.
He hates when we do that. When we laugh at him mid-conversation, he hates
If
it.
he didn't say it the episode before and the comments weren't on his ass about it, I probably wouldn't have thought much of it. But when he said it in the moment, my head's, you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Do you
bro.
want to know my reasoning for laughing?
Why?
I told Joel this,
Uh-huh.
and let me know if there's some validity to it. So he said Concanoople. Okay. Knowing John
Mhm.
and his recent renaissance as an individual,
As a man,
I'd
yes.
use correct. In my head, he said Canoopal, and me knowing that John knows his name.
Mhm.
John is too smart.
Yeah.
Allegedly, one day John will be our boss.
Audio.
One day,
Uh-huh.
audio, we're cooked. Staticky.
A little static.
Gotta add
Should I
to the
keep talking?
conversation real quick.
Should I unplug it, plug it back in?
I'm crying.
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
So the audio's tripping, but right now, I'm wondering if
Oh,
it says,
fine. Rachel,
does it sound
Thanks,
fine
Mom.
now?
let's go.
Is it some people? Maybe it's you.
Try refreshing.
They said when we talk, it's a little bit staticky. Not horrible audio, but little staticky.
Jesus is king.
That's facts.
Somebody said it is not fine.
In honor of Red Fuck Dell's fucking talk, man.
Minimal. It's y'all. It's always something.
Okay, so this is what we're
It's
gonna
never
do.
easy.
This is what we're gonna do. Rudy, take us off the stage, and we'll be back in 2 minutes.
I want to talk. This is good. Are we better? Are we better? John, we love John. How we sounding, fellas? How we sounding? And ladies.
Good
Very
on you.
slight.
Good on you. They said it was my mic, so I'm going to talk a little bit too.
Good. Better.
All right,
Here
love
we
to
go.
hear that.
This is good. All right, we're back. We're back.
All right, Mr. Moran, come back.
What about me? What about me?
You sound like shit they're saying.
Oh,
So you
okay.
They were saying that it was Joel's fault. That's some shit. It is good. It's live. Let's go.
All right, let's get back on it.
Get back on.
You probably lost a train of thought like a million times, but do
Oh,
you
no.
know where we left
I'm
off?
locked
It
in.
was on John.
Okay.
It was on
No,
John.
there's no way that I can not know.
Yeah.
All right, Rudy, can you bring our image back up? They're about to see us in a bit. Don't worry, guys. We'll be back.
Shout out to Rudy.
At least they can hear our voice.
Saying they can't hear anything now. Screen.
This is disaster after disaster.
Jude, just go to the side and press the camera icon.
Now voice, no video. Riv look petite.
I'm getting skinny, boy. I lost 10 pounds, though. So I'm locked. I probably gained all that shit back, though.
Drinking, yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they saying? Is his audio bad, or you just don't want to listen to him?
Probably they don't want to listen to me. Look, yeah. They be mad at me.
No, I feel like you're Mike messed up.
Okay, we're good to go.
I know where I was at, and I will lock in. Here we go. So John, last episode, knowing John, he said Concanoople. Now, we know John knows basketball. He knows his stuff. Smart guy, allegedly, according to the comments as well. He'll be our boss one day. Who knows? Pick a side CEO. Could be cool. Nevertheless, he knows his Knipple. So me knowing John, I'm thinking he's uncomfortable saying nipple.
You treat like a kid.
So in my head, I start laughing about that.
Okay.
That's what I start laughing.
I get
but
that. I get
Riv,
that.
you and I
Yeah,
are seasoned vets. John says something funny. We do our best to keep
Well,
it
you're lucky
together.
I wasn't here.
I know on that I can agree with you.
I wouldn't stop.
But
laughing.
I'm a seasoned vet to
Yeah.
this John shit.
Mhm.
I'm holding in my laugh.
Yeah,
Dells
he fucked up.
loses it.
He at least look like that way or something.
that's-
like,
I tried.
One person loses it.
And everybody's
Everybody's done.
That's how it is.
So
Like,
John got sick, and it is what it is, whatever. But that's my logic behind laughing, because John was uncomfortable in my mind saying nipple.
fans probably would have loved to see that shit. Like, yeah, John, fuck these guys.
No, I mean, I thought that's what John was about to say to me.
He should have,
Now,
bro.
that's the thing. I really thought he was going to turn up on you. Deserved.
Yeah. I couldn't hold
Joel
it
tried to say it was my fault.
He was laughing in his face. Bro, Riv, he started doing this. Dells definitely was the one.
He's a starter.
who-
Yeah.
His expression made John stop and be like, yo, what's going on?
I started laughing,
That's what's
bro.
going on. And then once that happened,
He started tweaking,
he
right?
started tweaking.
He
and
was
he
just
went
a-
like this.
Well, do you know what made me start tweaking? When John was talking and he stopped.
Yeah, he said what? Guys? What? He was pissed off.
He was probably. He probably, a long day at work. He mad as hell now.
sure.
Yeah.
He said-
Shout out,
Busy day.
shout out Santos. Joel is the only one who respects John.
I love John and I respect John.
Saying I don't respect
If
John.
any of you guys said fucking, what do you say?
Canoopal.
Canoopal.
Listen,
I'm gonna laugh at
John,
you.
I can laugh at that all the time. I say niggas' names wrong.
You
all
say
the time.
De'Arian Fox.
Yeah, I laugh with y'all.
That's how it should go.
Yeah, I laugh with y'all.
They're saying I'm an antagonist. They're saying I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, you're the villain.
How am I the villain? In that same episode, I said I love John.
I love John.
I love John.
Shout out to you
I
guys,
don't
man.
know.
How was your week, bro? How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. I was really, what did I do? I'm trying to think. Well, I had a dinner with my family Saturday. That was cool. I went to Kiku. Got a different cook who his gimmick was saying people's names wrong. I've noticed that every hibachi griller's gimmick is something different. Some people are really funny. This one dude I got, he just said names wrong. So he was calling me Jeremy and Joshua. Like, he wasn't calling my name. And I'm just like,
annoying.
yeah, I'm just like,
What'd you
whatever.
order?
I ordered lobster tail
Okay.
and scallions and shrimp. That's what I ordered.
Oh, big.
I was on my
big,
seafood
big.
vibe.
Now, bro was on his. That's on the card.
Yeah, I was on my seafood vibe. And then Sunday, which is yesterday, I went to Drew's sister's
Facts.
birthday, Victoria.
Oh,
Happy
nice.
birthday,
Happy birthday,
sis.
Vic.
And, shout out to Drew for saving the day. For sure.
What did I
Shout
do?
out to no, bro. So this is what happened at the party, right? I'm sitting down and I'm by where you go outside to Drew's backyard. And Drew's dad just comes over and he's like, yo, thank God Drew was a nurse, man. Drew just knows what to do in moments of panic. Like, he's super calm, collected.
I forgot that this happened, and good on you for calling it out.
And Drew is, in my mind, I'm like, yo, shout out Drew. Like, this dude, nurse, first responder, he over here, he got it on lock. His dad painted the prettiest picture. Like, yo, Drew, he's that fucking guy when it comes to emergencies, right?
Uh-huh.
And then as I hear other people talk, because somebody got hit with the Jenga block, and I'll let you know who it is in a bit. Somebody got hit by a Jenga block. And actually, it was Al. It was
I definitely was
Alexandra.
not going to bring this up.
She got hit by a Jenga block, one of them big ones.
The big
The jumbo Jenga.
Ooh, yeah.
Jumbo Jenga.
So
fell out.
I knew that she got hit, but I didn't know how it happened. So my perception of this is Drew's dad, like, yo, Drew, shout out to him for being first one there. He's always on his P's and Q's. And then through everybody talking, they just like, yeah, I can't believe Drew did that. I can't believe he knocked that shit down and hit her in the face. And I'm just like, whoa, that changes
I'm crying.
everything.
Dude, all I was trying to do was take a chair from the backyard into the parking lot, because people were vibing out there. So I'm like, all right, I want to sit down. I hurt my leg. I want to vibe out. I'm walking. I accidentally just give it a little kiss.
Damn.
She goes, Andrew, more focused on me hitting the table than the giant tower popping her in the noggin.
Damn.
So it cuts her in the nose. She has a black eye. She has a giant bump on her head. And I obviously had to lock in and take care of her because I caused this. It was not great.
Something's going on with the audio again.
Yo, they're saying the audio is back staticky. Okay, so we're going to try one last fix. So you guys aren't going to be able to hear us, but Dels, you see that cable?
This one?
Right there, you're going to change it and put it on the other ones.
Hello,
All right.
hello. How do we
Let
sound?
us know if we're good now.
Well, now they're saying.
Somebody's saying it's fine. They're saying it's fine. It's literally perfect. You're good.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Okay.
Now I'm sick. We did all this for no reason.
Come back naked.
Somebody said no trolling. It's the static in the background. Okay. Thank you, guys. All right. So that was enough talking about everything that we've did. It was a pretty eventful weekend. It's been
So much.
an
man.
eventful NBA free agency. I think the biggest news that we have to talk about, it just happened maybe 30 minutes before we came on this podcast and we came on live, is that Kawhi Leonard is being traded to the Toronto Raptors for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, a pick swap, and a second-round pick. Kawhi to the Raptors, how are you feeling about that move?
I feel good about it because I do feel like Kawhi just had one of his best seasons, arguably since maybe before COVID. Just statistically, he was one of his more dominant selves. One of the best phone booth scorers in the league, super efficient, mid-range, 3-point shot was on go this year. When he was on the floor, he was pretty impressive. I feel like the Clippers, where they're at right now, is they probably aren't a championship level contender with Kawhi. And looking at the situation with Kawhi, they're not going to know what's going to happen. It's brought off to just, pivot to a different direction, especially now with the way the lottery rules are. You don't have to be horrible to get a top 5 pick. You can still be pretty competitive. But as far as talking about Toronto's side of it, because I think that's the more important news. Getting Kawhi is huge because I do think he is an immense upgrade from Brandon Ingram. Now, he's still one of those players who he is a one-on-one scorer. He's a guy who likes to score in his isolation modes. And I think that's huge for a team like Toronto. Also think that kind of alleviates some pressure off Scottie Barnes on the offensive side. Because now you could just have Scottie be mainly defense with a shimmy shake of offense. With Kawhi, it's mainly offense with a shimmy shake of defense. You have that perfect complementary number one guy. For me, I'm still trying to figure out the roster situation because I do feel like the team, you have Colin Murray-Bowles, who kind of not broke out. He was really good when he did get minutes, but in the playoffs, he was really huge for them. But you still have the Jakob Poeltl on your roster. You still don't have a shit ton of shooting around that can maybe have defenses bend towards, putting 2 on the ball, a lot of help side defense against Kawhi. And I still feel like, the center position, Colin Murray-Bowles is really good, but he's only 6'8", so it's a little bit small in that department. Especially now you got teams like Miami who just have now Bam and Giannis down low. You still always got to worry about Embiid and stuff like that. So I feel like the front court is a little bit spooky. Let me not say front court. The center position is spooky. And then, your guard play, I like IQ, but is he the guy to take you over the top at the 1? I don't know. And I still, like I said, the shooting is still a little flunky, but for me, the deal, they didn't give up much. BI wasn't good for them in the playoffs. Those 2 first-round picks for a team that is probably going to be good for the most part, you're probably thinking, fuck those picks. Pick swap, fuck that pick. You have Scottie Barnes at 24 or 25, whatever he is. Walter's there. He's young. Sheed is there. Like, they have young players. You just brought in your guy to, still be great at a high level.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to go as far to be disrespectful and say this was a free deal for the Toronto Raptors, but it's an absolute no-brainer one for me. You talk about their need at the 1 position. That's understandable, or you question it. I think that I look at Scottie Barnes as the guy who most likely will be initiating and be that guy with the lead ball handler with, of course, Emmanuel quickly having that opportunity. But Kawhi Leonard's going to have the ball in isolation a decent amount of times too. I think that this was a necessary evil because he can kill you in 3 ways. He's a great 3-point shooter, obviously amazing in the mid-range, and can still finish great downhill at the basket. 2 first-round picks is what he was traded for because Brandon Ingram, he was essentially the greatest negative for the Toronto Raptors, and you could argue the main reason they weren't able to move on to the next round. Grady Dick, unfortunately, did not have a great year this season. It just seemed as if he was the odd man out in all this. You saw the way that Jacoby Walter was able to step in. Sheed obviously getting opportunity. They used a higher draft. They used a higher draft capital on Grady Dick, but these are the guys that were contributing, and they knew what the lineup needed to be in order to be successful. They needed a guy that could be really effective offensively, consistently, especially come playoff time. And Kawhi Leonard, for a majority of his career, he's shown us that come playoff time, he elevates. The last moment that we saw of him in the playoffs wasn't the greatest in that round 1 versus Denver. That was definitely something that we're definitely leaving in our minds. We want more. We were desiring more from him. But majority of the times we've seen Kawhi Leonard in a playoff setting, he has elevated. I think about that 21 run before he was unfortunately injured. He was doing his thing. I think about 2020. Yes, he had a bad game 7, but outside of that, Kawhi Leonard was pretty excellent in the bubble. 2019 goes unspoken. That's one of his, you could argue, his best year, especially considering we come full circle. Now he's back in Toronto. Toronto's definitely a team that you have to look out for. And I think that this whole offseason has become maybe the most memorable for me because the New York Knicks won a championship. And we saw the New York Knicks go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference, decided, if the Knicks can win a championship, why can't we? The Pacers go to the finals. Why can't we? They started to press the panic button, and now they're making moves and being more aggressive. These teams in the Eastern Conference asserting themselves, it's allowing other teams in the Eastern Conference to feel like they are a move away. And Kawhi Leonard is definitely a piece you look at, and you could feel like we are a move away. Scottie is one of the better defensive anchors we have in the league, who also has the ability to be a point guard at the power forward position. You pair that alongside a Kawhi Leonard, this is going to be a duo that's definitely going to wreak havoc, and I think that it'll benefit Scottie. You mentioned it. A lot of pressure is alleviated off him scoring the basketball. Now he can do what he does best, and I'd argue on the offensive side, and that's playmaking.
Yeah, I mean, I think this really starts in the first round of the playoffs when the Raptors go to 7 games against the Cavs. And in some light, probably proves to the front office like this is a team and this is a roster that's worth investing into, right? Because I feel like even going into the season, there were pieces on this Raptors team that you liked, but when you look at the roster as a whole, it always felt a little weird. You had guys from all these different trades that you made and you extended them early, and a lot of guys getting paid big money. So while the team was talented, you still didn't really know like what pieces you should be investing to long term and what pieces are potentially going to be moved in a trade. And this season gave you light, obviously some due to injuries with some of these players, but once you go to the first round, go 7 games for the Cleveland Cavaliers, I feel like now going to next season, the expectation has changed as opposed to if they were a playing team, if they were a 9 seed. Now it's like, you probably want to keep some continuity, let the young guys go. But now you're proving that, no, we're ready to compete now, right? We saw how great Scottie Barnes was and took even another leap this year. CMB as a rookie, like we've mentioned. The roster is good enough to compete now. And like we've been saying for a while now, the Eastern Conference is just so open that it feels like if it's Brandon Ingram, 2 picks, a pick swap, some seconds, you're not gutting your roster to add to add Kawhi Leonard to it, right? Brandon Ingram and Grady Dick, I don't think are going to be awfully missed by the I was about to say the Blazers, the Raptors, when you're adding a guy like Kawhi Leonard. So you look at this roster now with the backcourt of Quickly and RJ, got Scottie, Kawhi, play small ball 5 or CMB or Jakob at the center, depending on who's on the roster going into next season. I think a lot of pressure falls on that backcourt because we feel so confident with what Scottie and what Kawhi is going to do. Can RJ build on the season he just had? And I'm really looking at Emmanuel Quickly, who I feel like has not even really, maybe raw numbers wise, has matched what he has done in New York in the past. But I feel like in New York, when he had opportunities to start and, really be a focus of the offense, we saw him be efficient. We saw him average, 20 a game. So if he's able to get some of, if he's able to have a career year and he has that explosiveness that we've seen, the 3-point shooting that we've seen, it could really unlock this team to another level. Because that's really my only question now. It's just what this backcourt looks like. do they have enough ball handling? Do they have enough playmaking? Do they have enough shot making outside of, Scottie and Kawhi, who can do a lot of damage in the mid range, do a lot of damage, in the paint area. But in terms of, beyond the arc, how can they really put this all together? And then for the Clippers, it was time to move off Kawhi. I think they signaled that when you make the Zubats trade during the season. The fact that you were able to get the draft capital you kept the 5th pick, you didn't trade it. You obviously make the move for Garland. So there's been a couple moves leading up to this that tells you the Clippers are going to be, entering this kind of rebuild season, but they also don't have their pick in 2027, and they don't have a lot of their future first round picks. Obviously, that's going to OKC. So they still need to build a roster that's somewhat competitive, that could, compete for maybe that 7, 8, 9 seed in the Western Conference. Although with the new rule changes, who knows if you want to be that good. So I feel like the Clippers is still incomplete. I think there's another move for them to make, especially at the wing position. But to add Kawhi to the Raptors team, you got to look at them as, at worst, the second tier in the Eastern Conference.
2 top 15 players in the NBA. The Raptors are going to have a chance to compete. They still got to round out their roster, but the offseason is far from over. I thought that Toronto, in order to get off of some of these players that don't fit the Scottie timeline, were going to attach picks and get a worse player in the deal. The fact that they were able to move off of Brandon Ingram's deal and get Kawhi, who's a massive upgrade, I think changes everything for them. Now you have 2 bad contracts on the roster, Quickly and Pirtle, but you can live with one of them. So we'll see what the Raptors choose to do. And for the Clippers, it was time. They did exactly what you're supposed to do when you acquire star talent. You let it ride for as long as possible until the writing's on the wall that it's over. They got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in 2019, and they prolonged that duo for as long as they could, bringing in Russell Westbrook and James Harden, pivoting with Norman Powell taking Paul George's usage and being a borderline all-star. They tried the most they could, but with no picks left in the future, they moved off of each one in the right moment, and Kawhi getting back 2 first-round picks and a swap, I feel like it's a good deal for them. We got news that Tim Hardaway Jr. is on his way to the Miami Heat. And
nice.
It's a good move. Yeah. Miami needs shooting. They need some more offensive firepower and somebody to space the floor for Giannis, because we know he's going to be going downhill all the time. Tim Hardaway Jr., he had a really good season with the Nuggets.
He was great for them.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what the Miami Heat do around the margins. We're going to talk about it a little bit later, but, I'm not sure what's going to happen with the rest of Miami's offseason. I'm hopeful that some major big moves occur in Miami, more so than what have already happened. But at the same time,
Bron, Giannis, and Bam
agreed that they need spacing around Giannis and Bam Adebayo and maybe another player. But Tim Hardaway Jr. is a great step in that right direction.
Great start. They extended Wiggins yesterday, the day before that too. So it's starting to come together.
Shout out Wiggins, man.
Shout out Wiggins.
My guy.
Got in like 20, 25
great
years.
NBA career.
He really did. Turnaround.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta just leave.
Sometimes you just first overall pick.
Sometimes you could just
still be valuable even if you're not the first overall pick.
Sometimes you could just lock niggas up, lock all NBA first team.
Yeah, you could sell your soul for a ring and never get to that level.
Shit, crazy. All series, 7 games, 6 games, just lock up.
Definitely not 7.
6 games,
6 games,
just complete lock up.
Make him look the worst that he looked in that entire run
ever. Actually,
make people forget about in that entire run, even though he was all world.
That shit crazy, right?
24 years old, man.
All they remember is that finals, unfortunately.
So what?
Steph was in the finals at 24.
Steph has 4 rings, bro.
Yeah, Tatum's not done.
Steph has a finals MVP.
Yes, he should have 2, man. Shut up.
He might.
You will.
He might.
God willing.
Might. There's the will. It's not a might.
Clear 1A.
Clear.
Some people don't get
Shout out.
Some people don't get a finals MVP.
That clip that Santos posted was going around some of the Celtics world of the Jaylen Brown debate that we had.
Oh,
Santos posted it.
How did they feel about it?
Well, this page that posted it
Uh-huh.
is never the kindest to Jaylen Brown, I would say. So the people commenting on it was like the dude in the sunglasses is spitting.
It's always the 50.
But I still think a majority of people don't see Jaylen Brown the same light as you do.
Jaylen Brown.
Well, I see him as top 20.
Yeah.
Top 20.
No, the
Scottie Barnes better than
energy
him.
and the
Scotty's top 20. I don't have
The
him on my
vulgarness.
list.
you talk about Jaylen Brown a lot.
Jaylen Brown can't go to his left hand and dribble properly.
You used to say that.
Nah.
Yeah, you were right here with me.
Nah,
the only difference.
Don't do that. Have dignity.
The only difference is I have dignity and I stand on my hate.
Full of footage.
I don't feel like
You want
doing
to?
that. You know I'm not doing that.
We got.
We will be
got-
taking
got-
super chats. We will be.
Yeah, I know exactly where to go to.
Throughout the show.
At the very end of the
And you had
Game
Jaden
7
McDaniels
in
over.
2023 when Jason Tatum goes out with the ankle injury and Jaylen Brown was terrible in that game, even though he also had injury himself. He just kept it quiet and kept it pushing, took his jabs like a man. You were very vocal.
What the fuck?
That's what he said. I don't know. You said
Sorry.
Tatum's a bitch.
You were
We're
very-
calling out because of the ankle.
You were very vocal about he can't go left. He can't dribble. He has no ball handling. He can't play make.
When was this? 3
I
years ago.
just told you.
It's
3 years ago. 2023.
23.
It's been 3 years now.
And he also has not changed his tune on him.
In that time frame, have we not seen Jaylen Brown win the Finals MVP? Have
Talk
we
to
not seen Jaylen Brown be the number one option
Talk.
for a team and be a 50-plus win team in the
Talk.
second seed in the Eastern Conference?
Talk.
I mean, somebody is allowed to change their opinion with
I
3
agree with you.
years of
I agree with you,
evidence
but you just
that
said
they clearly could go left.
You just acted like I never said that.
That's
You acted like I
game
never said that.
No. I'm saying I don't
No.
mean that in
This is new
present.
information only because it's against Tatum. Well,
No,
another
it's not.
person you hate.
I don't hate Tatum.
Yes, you
I
do.
don't. Why do you say that? I don't hate Tatum.
Because every time he brings up Luca, that brought on your interior hate
No,
towards Tatum.
I don't hate Tatum. Tatum is a great
He
player.
doesn't like Luka.
I think that you underrate Jaylen Brown.
Where do you
I
have
do.
ranked?
And I do believe that they are a 1A, 1B. I don't
Wait,
think
where
it's
do you
a
have-
fair
wait,
one, too.
wait.
You can have Jaylen
No, wait,
Brown
hold on.
ranked in the same world and not be as mean about it.
No, but that's not
That's the
underrating
issue.
him. though. But that's not underrating
You
him.
were screaming about him, that, and
I
I
feel
didn't
like-
appreciate that.
I don't
Okay,
think you
all
do
right,
this on
okay.
purpose.
Would you
You
have been
just don't
screaming
like
about it if
Jaylen
I was
Brown.
here? Be honest.
Huh?
You've been screaming like that if I was here?
Probably
He was.
I know, but
Are
like,
you saying that when you're in the room, he's scary?
no, that he respects Jaylen Brown a little bit more when
When
I'm
you're
here.
here.
No,
Is that
I
true?
don't. Maybe, but we don't ever have. Me and you don't have conversations.
I've never seen you get that. It's been a long, I should say, it's been a long time since you've gotten that loud about Jaylen Brown.
Because I
You
felt
saw the
like-
glasses he on, bro. You had to know.
Yeah, I
Something was gonna pop
had a
off.
feeling something was
gonna
up.
pop off.
Well, I was a little faded.
I had a
I
feeling
feel like
something
when
was
we
up.
talk about Jaylen Brown, or when you do,
Mhm.
you tend to bring up his deficiencies
A
far
lot more.
than
That's fair.
what
You
he's
can say
good
that.
at. Because
Okay,
all the
all right,
players in the
all
top
right,
20,
all right.
there's going to be something they're bad
But
at.
hold on, but you can't say because you both just said this. You guys say I underrate him, but we all
No,
have
I
him
just
around the
think you're
same.
mean. I don't
All right,
think
that's
you're
fair
mean.
because we all have him in the same ballpark.
No, you are.
You think he's top 15? I probably think he's top 20. I don't have a definitive list in my brain.
I mean,
but
who cares then?
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I wouldn't know that you had him that high or held him in high regard with the way you speak.
I said it that day when we were arguing.
There's so many things that you mentioned that he doesn't do well that it overweighs any positive that you can mention at all.
Not really. I was just talking about his deficiencies because you're going to talk about his, the good things.
I think Jaylen
How
Brown,
dare you?
Jaylen Brown has deserved a lot of respect. He's gone,
I have him top 20.
and you can argue he's a top 10 player right now.
You can't argue it.
I don't know.
Based
If
on
you
last
if you
season?
if you
Definitely
if
better
you
than
were
Kate.
picking between Jaylen Brown and Kevin Durant, is it easily Kevin Durant right
Is
now?
Kevin Durant top 10 right now?
I think Kevin Durant is borderline top 10 right now. And if he's not, it's because somebody like Jaylen Brown is taking.
Well, what is Katie better? What is Jaylen Brown better at than Katie?
I think you can task him to guard the perimeter better
Yeah.
within in a playoff series,
I like Katie and help side though. a little
and
bit.
Getting
he can
to the
get to the
basket.
rim better.
That's what I would say too.
But Katie's a better
Anything
shooter.
shooting,
So that makes
I go
that,
to
that,
KD,
that
of
sounds like it
course.
breaks even.
but the defense and getting to the cup, which
Well, Jaylen
occurs
Brown's
more
only a
often.
better on ball.
Yeah.
Correct.
KD's going to be more efficient.
Houston's infrastructure is so terrible that it is probably underrated KD after this past season.
Mhm.
Is that infrastructure is abysmal to play in. They had no spacing, constantly seeing doubles, triples, collapsing bodies on you. It's a big reason why I
Yeah.
think Alperen Şengün is due for a bounce back.
Okay.
Cool.
Wait, what's changing in Houston, though? They're getting Fred back? Like, what's
They
changing?
need to get some shooting. I hope
Okay.
so. I don't think Şengün is a lost cause as people make him out to be. I just think that the situation in
No, I
Houston is
think
really
Duren
bad.
actually played well after the disaster 2 games that we had.
Mm.
That obviously put us in position to take control of that series. So, me and
Okay.
LeBron, of course.
Free agent. Drew's
Understood.
a free agent. I feel like we kind of glossed over that.
We haven't, and we will get to it in a
Okay.
bit. I just want to let you guys know, please drop a like on the stream. We will be answering questions if you guys have super chats. Once our producer Tyler gets here in studio, he will put up the super chats on the screen and we'll read it as we go. So we'll have dedicated segments. It won't be at the very end of this episode. It'll be sporadically throughout.
Whenever Tyler gets.
I just want to do an exercise real quick with Scottie Barnes, Kawhi Leonard. Where would you have them? Are they over these duos that I'm going to name you
All right.
guys? Jokic and Murray.
I would still take Jokic and
Yeah, I
Murray.
think their fit together is just too perfect.
Yeah.
Also, that Jokic has a seat at the table for the best in the world. So,
Yeah.
like,
Brunson and Cat.
I guess
I'm going to take Toronto, even though I want to respect the
I'll
champions.
take Brunson and Cat.
I feel like I got to take the chance.
I get it,
but I do
It
think
sounds crazy. Right?
I do think Toronto is right there. But I'll take the
Kawhi and
chance.
Scottie is nuts.
It's a great duo.
Is Cat stamped top 20?
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think
Stamped? No.
he's stamped. I don't know.
He's stand top.
Stamp means definitive.
that's why I'm asking.
He's comfortably in the top 20.
He's definitively.
He's comfortably in the top 20?
Comfortably.
He's
I don't
definitively.
think he's
I'm
comfortably
not
better
trying
than
to
20
slap.
players.
I'm not trying to slight Cat at all.
No, it's okay, bro.
A lot of great
it's okay,
players.
Bro, it's okay. It's okay to say it, bro.
But
Like,
Scottie, I would take Scottie over Carl-Anthony
I think
Towns.
that's fair. Yeah.
I would for sure take Kawhi Leonard. Now, Kawhi Leonard and Jalen Brunson. What? Like, I'm taking Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
I'm
Oh,
just.
fuck you. It made it seem like it was a thought.
Well,
It shouldn't be a thought.
After the championship, there are some that hold Jalen
I don't know,
That's
Brunson
fair.
at regard.
That's
Why
fair.
isn't
That's
potentially
That's
best?
fair.
I don't know. I mean, I think they're within a few spots of each other, Brunson and Kawhi.
But who's obviously in front?
I mean,
I don't think it's
I don't
obvious.
know if
It's
obvious.
not the most insane thing to me personally.
To think it's obvious?
Both.
Okay.
To think that it's obvious, or that Jalen Brunson may slightly be better.
Like Kawhi had a career year. Brunson had a better year.
And because of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Arguably, yeah.
Regular season,
Regular
Kawhi had a
season,
better.
Kawhi, no,
Kawhi
regular
was
season
better.
wasn't close.
Regular season, it was a clearing. I would
Just
for sure take
yeah,
Kawhi.
playoffs,
but
I get that.
Playoffs, Brunson.
That's why I said, like, he won the ring, so you can have him over you. But we're just talking about, like, roll the ball out. Who's a better basketball player? I think it's Kawhi.
He also.
I mean, you
won
had to roll the
top
ball out to
45.
make it through the East and win the NBA Finals. He literally had to roll
Well,
the ball
no,
out to play
that's-
each and every
that's
series.
just
to
all
win.
the team. That's a team thing.
It's Brunson was spearheading that.
He was.
He was
yeah.
a leader of it.
No, I'm with you.
The way
I'm
that
saying Kawhi's situation, though, like, he didn't. The Clippers
last
aren't
time we
good.
saw Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs, he didn't play the best against Denver in the first round.
That's fair.
He had one great game and then was kind of mid the rest.
Over the last 3 years, Jalen
The team
Brunson is a
construction was
far
awful. He
better
was-
player than
He was throwing out Ben Simmons
Kawhi
out there to
players.
play with him and shit. And Chris Dunn.
And that's still 1-7.
Brunson is
Am I
able to
wrong?
carry lineups
I think
too.
it was-
Brunson,
Not those type of
2023
lineups.
against the Miami Heat, averaged 31 against one of the best defenses in the league with little to no supporting cast around him. Julius Randle was hurt and played awful. RJ Barrett had one good game in the series. Emmanuel quickly was a shell of himself.
Was Mikal on
Nobody
that
can-
team? OG was on that team?
No, that
Was
was
that team?
after. OG got there a year later, and then Mikal got there a year and a half later.
Yeah, listen.
I just think Brunson has done too much in the playoffs to just say going into a playoff series, because this is what we're measuring these players off of, right? Because when you
Not
say this
necessarily.
player is better than this player, it's because you want them for the moments that matter the most, which is the playoffs.
When you get the
To
play,
be
when it's just
fair,
playoffs,
He's
it's hard.
cooking.
If he
hard
is,
to go
you're,
against
if he is,
Brunson.
then you should have Brunson on like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
this
he should be
year.
like top
That's
five.
what I.
But he's
that
not.
was my statement when I said some people hold him in that regard.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, we can't just say, is it about the playoffs? You got to get there.
To be
Well,
fair,
no,
they
but I think-
always do.
Yeah.
I think when
With
it's
while
close
he's been
within
on
a
the
few spots of each
I
other,
agree.
that's a valid argument.
Well,
But when
it's-
it's like
so-
Brunson versus Shea or
Well,
a
because
top
Kawhi,
53
for
guy.
Kawhi and Brunson, you guys think who's a better player performer?
Brunson.
I might take Brunson.
Right now,
I
I
might.
think
But is
it's,
that closer than the regular season stuff?
I think it's just as, I think it's just as, I think it's further to playoffs
Outside of
right
this
now,
season,
Brunson.
outside of this season, it's been close
Okay.
because this season, Jalen Brunson's regular season for his standard in New York
Mhm.
was a bit subpar, especially considering the fact Kawhi was, you could argue,
Yeah.
the best he ever was offensively.
This
in his
was a
career.
down regular season for Brunson. I do think that this was the best regular season from Kawhi in the past 3 seasons.
At least for
You-
sure.
If we're just over the last 3 seasons, I think Brunson has been better in the regular season 2 or 3 times. This past season is the only one where you can say
He's probably been
Kawhi
more
from start to
available, too.
finish. Exactly, like from start to finish, Kawhi this past season. I agree
I just
with
think
it.
this was his healthiest, and he showed you like this is him when he's on go.
To me, the reason why I kind of feel like there is like not a we can't get on the same page with this is because whenever we talk about a player and what he does in a regular season, we diminish it if it doesn't translate to the playoffs. But if a player is amazing in the playoffs, then we try to use the regular season to diminish him.
Like who?
When like Brunson,
No, but you said we hype up a regular season guy, and then if they struggle in the playoff, we just completely like
with Jaylen Brown.
we don't. But he's a top 20 player.
With Jaylen Brown, I think has gotten a lot of criticism because of the blown 3-1 lead and the entire regular season and what he did.
Yeah.
All right, I don't. Whoever they is, I feel like that's unfair. But a 3-1 lead is a lot different
Could-
than just losing.
Could they be you?
I don't really discredit him for the 3-1 lead. Everything I talk about is just what he can't
Well,
do.
yeah, I mean,
You know?
the regular season, though, he's pretty awesome. He was, I don't call it shell himself, but he played 4 in the playoffs.
Fairs.
There were moments in the regular season where you saw some growth.
But
as a
in the regular
playmaker,
season,
as a
I have never
playmaker.
spoken bad on his scoring.
No.
As scoring is actually one thing I don't speak on.
No,
him
he's a
about.
good scorer.
I don't like what the things he's good at. I don't need to talk about them.
Yeah. Well, when you said they said it, I was like, look in the fucking mirror. I don't know.
Well,
You yell at
because
Jaylen
they is
Brown
like,
a lot.
what are we talking about? Because we're talking about Brunson, and we're saying we put him down because of the playoffs. But like realistically, he won the ring, he won the championship,
MVP as well.
MVP. But
He's
like
MVP.
how much higher are you going to have him than what you already had him at? You know what I'm saying? Like
For Jalen,
It could be much
Yeah.
higher because before the playoffs, we didn't know he was capable of a 45-point closeout game in the NBA Finals.
oh, because yeah. I mean, he's had 45-point playoff games.
But
though.
that was the NBA
So,
Finals to close out
yeah.
a series
Big
against the
huge
best
moment.
defensive team in basketball with somebody who takes away the paint completely in Wembanyama.
So
And
how?
he's still
Okay, so
able
my
to-
question is, how far do we have him?
I think Jalen Brunson can be argued very highly.
You weren't here when he said that he's better than Shea.
But see, I think that's just stupid.
Oh, well, so what do you think's the realistic, not the highest, but like where you would place him?
I mean, can you make an argument for Brunson being a better playoff scorer than Shea?
See, why do you keep doing this, bro?
Playoff scoring matters because
No, it
Brunson
does, but
is all-time
But
great
he
at
makes
it.
it sound like that's the only thing that matters.
It's because Jalen Brunson come playoff time is historic.
It's awesome.
It's a narrow
But that like
argument.
it is. It's
a
super
narrow
narrow.
argument.
But
It's
it's
like
niche and he's cooking.
we don't talk about anything else.
And
Like
listen,
if that's
I
the
don't
case,
have to give him credit. It's a niche argument that he's riding with, but
So,
he's using a good one.
if that's the case, do you have him on?
Jalen Brunson's
Yeah.
best in the world.
Yeah, that's
is
keep him there.
Jalen Brunson the best playoff performer in the NBA right now? Yes or no?
No,
Who's better than him in the playoffs right now?
right, Luca.
I like that answer.
Right, Luca.
I think
Luka's probably
Luca
the
is
best
on
player,
that short list.
I
think
Luka in the first round just lost to the Timberwolves.
But see, now you're doing
He
that
wasn't
win loss.
even playing great
You're
in the
doing that win loss stuff.
He
He
didn't
was
play that
inefficient.
well.
He didn't play that well.
Did it?
And then against the Celtics, he wasn't great. But before that, he was good.
That was
He wasn't
fun
great. He
series.
did average 28.
No, the series, yeah, don't look at the efficiency.
Well, now we're gonna act
Right,
like Luca's not a.
Jason Tatum.
No,
right?
he is.
So
he
what are we
is.
talking about
No,
here?
like Shea is a great playoff player, even though he drops his regular season standard. He's still a great playoff player. It's just that you're dropping from such a high bar that it's high. It's hard to.
Because they're setting the bar at
At
all-time
30
great
again.
level.
Luka, same thing, but in the playoffs, he's second all time in points per game.
Not like Josh
The
Allen,
whole
man.
point is
He's living
that
off shit he did in,
if
like,
Jalen
2022.
Brunson can raise his game to those scores level in the postseason, because it's not just the scoring. That's one aspect of it. It's also the turnover suppression, which is something that Shea gets a lot of credit for, deservedly so. Brunson doesn't turn the ball over a lot. He's very careful and he protects the basketball a ton. And I think that adds to his value. When he can raise his game to where his numbers are comparable and his moments are comparable to these elite playoff performers, I think you have to evaluate Jalen Brunson on a curve and value the playoff sample size much more than the regular season.
That's unfair, man. Especially to somebody who, if you just mentioned SGA is a great playoff performer to you, right? So if he's a great playoff performer, let's say Brunson's an elite playoff performer because we'll say Brunson's better. The regular season gap is what's holding Brunson back here. Like the regular season gap between SGA and
His
Brunson is
argument
nuts.
It's not about regular season.
No, but it should be about if
His
it's
argument is not about it.
but if it's a player, he says player. So if it's just your player, it's your whole body of work and what you do at your prime, right?
I don't disagree.
The best players are measured by what they do in the postseason and how they play against playoff defense.
really.
He's not wrong.
Because to be to that at that table, you got to accomplish what you accomplish.
Here's the reality. Do we look at Embiid the way that we should, given what we've seen?
Because
from
of
him
what
in the
he's done in
playoffs?
the regular season.
But that's what I'm asking you. In the
Yeah.
regular season, he's one of the all-time greats. He has an MVP, one of the most skilled offensive players this game's ever
in
seen
the
at the
playoffs,
big.
yeah.
But we knock him a ton.
A ton?
For
shouldn't have.
sure.
At his best?
For
Embiid-
sure.
Embiid is
So
a
what's
different
not-
story.
Embiid is a ring. Is he
No,
one of
wait,
the
hold
top
on.
Argue
50
Embiid's the most
hold
underappreciated,
on.
underrated player in the league.
Okay, hold on. Knocking him a ton is what? Because we still, even with his playoff woes at his best, where do we have him ranked?
Let me ask you a question. If
Where do
you
we
asked
have
a
him ranked?
random fan
Oh, I
to
mean,
list his top 10, okay, we could also put it in this room.
Mhm.
But if you asked a random fan to list his top 10, he's gonna accidentally forget Joel Embiid.
Today,
He's
yes.
gonna do that.
Today,
Even
yes.
though this season, you look at his numbers, you look at his efficiencies, I think he still averaged 27, 28 a night, and he still was one of the more dominant scorers at the big position.
His defense
Even
dropped off.
still, a regular random fan will forget that Joel Embiid is this all-time player, and they'll accidentally keep him out of their top 10, even though he deserves to be. I say that because playoffs matter that much.
But I'm talking to you.
I believe Joel Embiid's a top 10 player easily.
So I'm saying,
But-
what's the drop off in
But
here?
because Jalen Brunson in the regular season is still an all NBA player.
Yes.
He's an all NBA player,
Mhm.
but come playoff time,
He's
he
great.
is historically great. He is an all-time great in the playoffs.
Mhm.
He gets elevated a lot. And I don't hate where Joel's come from. Do I agree with him? I don't. I feel like you last episode. I don't agree with you, but I hear
see
your
where you're
logic.
coming from. It's possible.
So I say that to say,
It is.
is he better than SGA? No, I don't think he's better than SGA. Do I think he's better than Kawhi Leonard? It's a question.
Mhm.
Because of how elite he is come playoff time. Every single year, does not matter who the competition is. Even in this series versus Spurs, you and I thought he would struggle. And early in the series, he did.
Mhm.
Games 1 and game 2, he struggled.
Mhm.
But as the series went on, he found his groove. He got comfortable. And I'd argue he was better against the Spurs than SGA was.
He was.
Definitely.
So with that said, I understand where he's coming from because the playoffs are weighed so heavily, because a championship defines a legacy much more than all NBAs. Unfortunately, whether we like it or not, sometimes MVPs, because Joel Embiid deserves to be talked about with the best of them. I think he is arguably a top 2 big man scorer we've ever seen. But because he doesn't have a real resume come playoff time,
Mhm.
we underrate him.
The reason why people aren't harsh on Embiid no more is because his career has just become something you sympathize for because of all the injuries that he's had to deal with. Because 4 or 5 years ago, nobody was like, man, Embiid, this is a what if. People were pointing out his playoff numbers and saying he played terrible and you can't count on him in the playoffs. But now, as his career has progressed and he's now in the later stages of his career, now we look back at it with sympathy and say injuries held back what was a great player, so somebody that could have translated to the postseason, but not translated to postseason is a huge knock on Joel Embiid.
It is, but I think and I get what you're saying about the random fan stuff, but I
Mhm.
think within the community, we dropped him at worst below like 2 or 3 players in the league at his best. So yeah, the playoff stuff does matter. I agree with you there, and I can
Mhm.
understand where you're coming from there.
Mhm.
But I think he's a bad example because even him dropping off as much as he did in the playoffs, at worst, at his best, we had him 3 in the league, maybe.
I think
up there
playoffs
with
matter the
Giannis.
most.
They do, but we still had him one of the up there still with the Joker and Giannis. The only thing that was holding him back from those conversations is the playoffs, which is why I can understand what you guys are saying. That does matter. I just don't want to. I feel like I want to just have a healthy medium to where we can understand it matters from start to finish. The playoffs could matter more. I agree with you on that part. I do think the playoffs matter more, but we can't just disregard 82.
No.
So it's
I
Harden
think-
over Kawhi?
It's just players at their best.
Yeah.
I think Kawhi's a better player.
I think Kawhi is better than him.
But
Just in general,
think Kawhi's a better
I would
player.
take Kawhi all time personally.
I agree. I think
Okay.
Kawhi has a good case for it. Harden, clearly better regular season performer.
Comfortably.
Clearly.
Comfortably.
Yes.
The separator is the postseason.
Easily.
Well, I just think Kawhi's a better player.
the issue
even
is
if
he's
just-
also a two-way
Yeah, I just think he's a better
superstar.
player.
He doesn't have
It would be
usage
much
numbers
harder
that
to say
Harden
Kawhi is the better player if Harden had a championship to his
I
name.
think the
I don't
conversation
think so.
is
It's a
different
skill
there.
set thing.
That's what it is.
Kawhi's
It's
I think
different.
Kawhi is a bar for bar better overall scorer because of how many he can get to the rim, and then he has the post up, he has the mid range, the 3-point shot is there. His handles are really good. He can move. He's strong. He's physical.
Better score than who?
Not I think overall would take his scoring because I think it
Over
also
who?
Harden because I
Got
think
it.
it can also
I just-
scale up, and then on defense, I think Kawhi's a game changer
the
on
clearing
defense.
is on defense, but
Well, no,
Kawhi-
yeah, the offense is
Kawhi,
no,
yeah, the offense isn't close.
No.
Kawhi cannot play make to the level of James Harden.
but he could
And
score
even
as
if
good
you
as him.
wanted to say he could score as good as him, James Harden in 2019 playoffs against the same Warriors defense averaged more points.
That's a
than Kawhi
hot.
did.
That's a hard thing for me to say with.
Mhm.
What?
Better score.
I think Kawhi's a better scorer. That's best.
I don't know. Harden's ceiling has,
But I don't
feel
want to
his
miss the
ceiling as a
point.
scorer
Though,
Like
is
something
insane.
like that, like the way that Kawhi can score. Yes, the original conversation was duos, but the last thing I'll say, and I'll shut up. Saying that Kawhi's a better scorer than Harden, that's like by saying that. Do you think that he's a better scorer than LeBron?
I don't think Harden's a better scorer than LeBron.
But Kawhi, because Kawhi can do it through. It's like,
No, I
do you
think
think
LeBron's
Kyrie
more
Irving's a
dominant.
better scorer than just because you do it 3 ways?
Kyrie's
Ways?
not as dominant as Kawhi. He's not.
I don't want to get too wrapped up into
Yeah.
the convo because the point of the Kawhi and Harden thing was that people clearly have Kawhi over Harden because of the playoff success, because he can translate better in the postseason. And like you said, the way he scores the ball is less prone to variance. Like in Harden, he lives on a very tough shot diet.
Yeah. They both do.
But
honestly.
that's why people take Kawhi because of Harden. Even though Harden is an MVP, has more top MVP finishes, the separator between the two is that one player led a team to a championship and won Finals MVP. So even though the regular season resumes can be very far apart and separate, you have Kawhi because of the postseason. But for Jalen Brunson, it now becomes uncomfortable to rank him over players that maybe have not won, even though Brunson has performed better than you can argue, or I wouldn't even say he's performed just as well as anybody in the postseason since he's been on the Knicks. He is an historic company with the likes of Michael Jordan, etc., in the postseason as a scorer. He has the second most 30-point guard games in the postseason, only behind Steph Curry. Like Jalen Brunson, his playoff resume is up there with all-time great. So even if his regular season resume isn't that, the postseason, I feel like, is what we should define him by, because that's when it matters the most, how you perform in the high leverage moments. Because if a player was a great regular season player, we're holding it against him that he doesn't get it done in the postseason because we clearly value postseason more.
Well, Kawhi has regular season stuff.
So does Jalen Brunson. He has
Not as much as Kawhi.
Kawhi does have a top 3 finish MVP, I believe twice, if I'm not mistaken. And he has the DPOY.
2. No,
1.
Sorry.
Which still holds weight. And he has...
No, wait, he has 2.
Does he have 2?
Draymond has 1.
Did
Kawhi
he go
2.
back to back?
I think he did, or he went
Look it
back.
I know for sure he has 1.
I think Kawhi has 2.
I just value the postseason because that's when the coaches are game planning for you. That's when the scouting is all on the table. What you do well, we're going to try to take it away. And the players that are the best can adjust to that and rise to the top. And Brunson has been able to bend and maneuver any defense since he's been in New York. Like the Spurs series, he started it out slow. First 2 games inefficient. Last 3 games in the series, he's averaging like 35 a game against an elite defense with Stephon Castle guarding him, Dylan Harper, these defenders with Wemby in the paint. And yeah, it's a team game. Cat played a large role in bringing Wemby out the paint. But there was multiple possessions where Jalen Brunson is taking Wemby. It doesn't matter. There's just no answer for him. And I think that, to me, is just very valuable. That's why him winning a ring did cause uncomfortable conversations, because there's such a different dynamic between his regular season and his postseason play. And I don't think you're wrong for taking him based off the postseason, because he's one of 3 small guards to win a championship as the main guy. Him, Steph, and Isaiah Thomas. Maybe you could group in Chauncey Billups in there, but that was a number, like a team by committee. I don't think it's the same dynamic as the Knicks. So when you're in that rare of a company, it's going to put you in some uncomfortable conversations.
I'm with you.
Now, we didn't get to the duels because we stopped at Brunson and Cat. So you're taking Kawhi and Scottie's skill set over Brunson and Cat.
I personally,
I took the champs.
I'm going to take the Raptors.
The Clippers, by the way, did get Raptors unprotected in 31 and 33.
Oh, that's huge.
Pretty big.
That's huge. Okay, next duo, SGA and J-Dub.
SGA and J-Dub.
I'll take the Thunder.
Wemby and Harper.
Wemby and Harper.
I'm going to take the Spurs.
Yeah, Wemby and Harper.
Luka and Reeves.
Please.
I'll take Scottie and Kawhi.
Please.
They're not your guys anymore, bro. You're free.
They'll always be my guys. All right. Damn, this one's hard. You guys answered so quick.
Because we're just looking
I just feel like the number 2s are not that close.
Just looking at 2 cones.
The thing is, Luke is also better than both of these guys.
Facts.
Yeah, but he has his flaws.
They're both clearly better than Reeves, though.
Yeah. Okay. Luka is so great, though. The thing is, Scottie and Kawhi better than Harper, and we took the Spurs.
Yeah.
You took the Spurs because of Wemby.
Yeah, at least you know.
I would take the Lakers because of Luka.
Is Reeves closer to Harper or Scottie Barnes?
Reeves. He's closer to Reeves.
No,
he's saying
Reeves
Reeves
closer to Harper or Scottie Barnes.
Harper might be better than
I'm
Reeves.
saying Harper. I feel like you're saying.
Wait.
already is nuts.
Hey, listen, playoffs matter, I guess.
Whatever. I'm gonna take the Lakers.
Okay, Giannis and Bam.
I would take Giannis and Bam.
That was a little confusing. I'm still trying to figure out the fit between those two for both. Honestly,
I get a healthy Giannis. I'm taking.
That's close.
I'm taking the Heat. Yeah, I'm taking the Heat by a little bit.
Part of me wants to take the
Bam
Raptors.
scored 83, bro. All right, like whatever you want to say. Bam 83.
I think I would take the Raptors.
LaMelo and Ant.
This one's.
I'll take Toronto.
I'm gonna take the swag. I'm gonna take Minnesota.
I love that.
I do think they fit better.
That's a good statement as well.
I know.
like defense.
I know Lamelo's scoring a little funky. I do. But the fit. He's the best passer of the group.
100.
He's the best passer of the
man.
group.
Definitely.
Scottie probably number
I
2.
do think it's Toronto still though.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Minnie.
Minnesota's fit is the
Perfect.
reason why
You would take it.
You take it.
You,
yeah.
Oh, you're taking it.
Yeah.
The fit
Just
is
natural
a
point
glove.
guard
It
with
is.
An elite off-ball player. Scottie and Kawhi is a little bit of a clunky fit.
It is. Scottie likes the mid range.
And Scottie also will facilitate to Kawhi.
Fucking Giannis.
Defensively,
There's no
it's
choice.
amazing.
He has no choice.
Of course.
He has no choice.
What fits better, Giannis and Bam or Scottie and Kawhi?
That one's. It's the same. I feel like it's trying to. I'm gonna
Scottie
take.
and
I'm gonna take
Kawhi.
why it's Miami. They got Spo.
I think
Cheat
it's
code.
Giannis for the simple fact that Giannis
The
can
thing
play
is,
make
the
it
duo
hot.
is not Giannis and Bam. It's
Who's it?
not. It's Giannis and Spo.
Oh, I'm crying. Respect, man.
Yeah, Giannis and Spo is crazy.
Bam is gonna be the anchor.
Disregard
of the
Bam Adebayo.
That's Bam 83. You're right.
defense. Bam's gonna be the anchor of the defense.
He should be for sure.
Yeah.
He's about to have the best chance to show why he is this defender that you've always claimed him to be.
Nah, he should have won it 2 years ago.
Claimed him as crazy.
You like that shit?
He's gonna help Giannis get a ring.
Again,
No, he's not.
Yeah.
no. What is going to happen is Giannis is going to help Bam finally get a ring.
Well, no, because Bam made the playoffs before Giannis multiple times.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have a ring.
None of them are winning.
Larry.
In the live
Miami
chat,
Heat.
I want the audience to answer this question. If LeBron James signs with the Warriors, does Drew have to be a Warriors fan?
Ooh.
If that is also the team that LeBron ends up retiring with, right now on Poly Market, we'll have the graphic up on the screen in a bit. There's a 56.5% chance that he is going to be on the Warriors. The Warriors were eyeing LeBron and Anthony Davis, but Anthony Davis is not going to be available. Mark Spears reported that the Wizards front office is high on him. They aren't looking to trade him, which makes maybe the Warriors signing less likely. What do you think about Curry, LeBron, and Draymond Green? Maybe the dream scenario of Anthony Davis does come along too.
No, they said it's not happening.
How do you feel about just LeBron signing with the Warriors? And in the chat, let me know, does Drew have to become a Warriors fan if that is the case?
Chat's saying yes.
They
Chat's
they
saying
love chaos.
absolutely, Actually,
You
There's
guys
no
wanna
way
talk or
around
You guys
it.
want me to talk?
no, please. You're a free agent, man. What's
All
going
right.
through your head?
I'm going to look into the camera. Tyler, you here now?
What's up, T?
What's up, brother? Give me my angle.
Bro just walked in.
On the left side, you got you got to turn them on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I waited for
Never
you to
mind.
get here to turn them
It's
on.
all right.
That's why.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
He can turn them on in a bit. It'll
Okay.
just be a second.
Should I talk regular or
Yeah,
okay?
whatever you want,
Nevertheless,
man.
I'm here wearing all black because I am a free agent for 2 reasons. I'm a free agent, and it's a funeral for my time as a Lakers fan. Unfortunately, it's over. I never wanted to leave. I said it. I want to retire a Laker.
God, bro.
I want to be a Laker fan for the
I
rest
could
of my
not
life.
deal with that.
Me being a Laker fan?
Yeah, bro. I'm good.
Why, bro?
Honestly, we were sick
Lakers.
of it, man.
You were sick of me being a
Lakers are
Lakers
just
fan?
Yeah,
lame,
bro.
bro. They're just lame.
I only know you as a Lakers fan.
Exactly. That's kind of how I feel now. Like I only know me as a Laker.
You were a Spurs fan more last year than a Lakers fan.
I can't agree. I did watch a lot of Spurs games. I'm not going to tell you I didn't, but I will say Lakers are always my one because
I doubt
as
it.
long as King James-
Wemby.
It always felt like
Oh.
Wemby was one. The Lakers.
Spurs, yeah.
Also, it's LeBron James.
Well, LeBron,
Everybody else.
he was hurt.
He was, but when he came back, he also played great, and he adjusted to a role. Some people called him not top 50.
Bron opened every team. So I mean, I know Polymark is saying 56.5% chance to join the Warriors, but it seems like it said at least 12 teams have expressed interest in LeBron.
I'm going to say this. Andrew has a big 3 of destinations he wants LeBron James to go to
List sucks.
for
by the way.
his personal reasons and his personal reasons only. Nothing to do with anybody else. Best chance to win. What I want for my rest of my fandom for the rest of my time because I'm standing on it.
Is this in order?
In order,
Okay.
where I want LeBron James to go. Number 1, the New York Knicks.
Okay.
He goes to New York Knicks. It's seamless for me. I can stay in New York.
Yep.
2 of my 3 favorite teams in the NBA, NFL, MLB will be in New York. And that's always where my heart wants to be. Shout out to Charles. He's already made that transition. He is New York true and through.
He's king of transition.
Cook.
Wait, what?
And I.
Yep. He used to be a Patriots fan.
Really?
Yes. And now he's a Giants.
Why'd he flip?
Because he hates
And
he hates Bill Belichick. He hates the Patriots for turning their back on Brady.
Oh, he was a Brady guy.
Correct. And then he's like, I just want to be New York. So he's
Okay.
like, I'm going to be a Giants fan.
What a life.
Couldn't be a Jets fan because obviously Jets, Patriots, too much
Yeah.
realness. But then he chose the
team
Giants,
has-
which is
yeah.
nuts.
What a
But
life.
He's funny.
hilarious, though.
He is post everything Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Anything Eli Manning and before,
He's not
he
it.
hates them actually.
Okay.
So New York Knicks, #1, easy, just such a beautiful transition for me. You guys know I love my Knicks, but it would be even easier for me. #2, get me to Miami. Miami would be incredible. I want to go and experience the vibes of Miami. I was too young when LeBron James was in Miami to really appreciate it. What I knew, this was also before social media was as strong as it was. We got Instagram, but it wasn't as, it's not like Twitter these days where you really can be immersed in the culture. And in 2026, being in Miami, Giannis in Miami,
It's beautiful out there.
there's ties with that in and of itself. I get to watch LeBron and Giannis together, Spo reunited. Maybe him and Pat Riley can hash it out and they can be cool again. I would love that. And also, I finally get my LeBron James Miami jersey, which I've been searching for my entire life. And #3, which could be argued #1, I go back home and we go to Cleveland.
Type.
One
Where
last
it all
ride.
started.
Where it all
started, we bring it full circle and we come back home. And we have one last chance to deliver a championship to the land. It's possible. It's not insane. They need a real dominant playoff player. Not James Harden, not Donovan Mitchell, not Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. No, we need LeBron, Raymond James.
Where's Boston land in your
Boston would be second to last.
second to last?
Because-
He could win.
Because last would be the Golden State
Damn.
Warriors. I cannot see LeBron in Golden State. It would hurt me. It would break me. And those that are saying, but you're a LeBron fan, it shouldn't matter. That's exactly why any real LeBron James fan does not want him to go to Golden State. In the prime years where LeBron James had a chance to cement himself as the single greatest player of all time, undisputed, the Golden State Warriors acquired Kevin Durant and essentially halted him from cementing them. So for that, I can't root for them. I spent my prime years hating them. Like the real hatred I had for them at the time. It was real. It was ugly, I'd argue. Now in hindsight, looking back, but the pain they caused me, I'm sorry. I can never plant my flag proudly and say, I am a Warriors fan. And if he were to retire a Warrior, for me to be a Warriors fan for the rest of my life,
Wait, are you gonna lock that in, or are you gonna jump? I feel like LeBron going to one team for 1 year kind of gives you an out.
it does give me an out.
It's like a rental.
But I always did say if he signs the one day with the Cavs,
You did.
I'm a
I feel like
Cavs
one
fan.
day with the Cavs though. It's like the Cavs.
It is the
You know what I
Cavs,
mean?
and
Like,
I
that
would
was
love
his-
to be a
that was
Cavs
his
fan for the rest of my
franchise.
life.
I'm surprised that in your top teams there was no mention of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
So there were some honorable mentions, but I'm a man of staying firm to the top 3 and take, like you say, a top 5. Honorable mentions, whatever. I made a top 3, and those are the 3. It is the Knicks, it is Miami, and it is the Cavaliers. Miami would be lit. I feel like they're building something cute, and I can get behind it. The Cavs, it's strictly for emotional
Home
reasons.
purposes.
But for the Knicks, I get the best of both worlds. I get to see my goat in the garden if I want to. He gets a chance to compete for a championship. And I get to be a Knicks fan for the rest of my life.
It makes things really easy for you.
So easy. Like, you
Yeah.
could argue too easy. People are saying I deserve LeBron James going to the
That
Warriors.
kills me.
What the fuck?
It kills me.
What have I done to deserve something
Are
like
you gonna
that?
run back?
No.
Oh, okay. Not
That-
just the one time,
the
just like
real-
1 year.
The real irony of it being that I would be
Be
the
the
Golden
Warriors
State
fan?
Warriors fan of the pod. Like,
Are you
bro.
excited if the Warriors get LeBron or no? You think that Steph has a chance to compete?
I'm just excited to see him play every day. I have no excitement for them. No.
What would be your expectation for the Warriors
If they get
got
LeBron? Make the playoffs.
First round exit?
maybe inject some things, some health bars into them, and go
Okay,
one
what do you
last
got?
hurrah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what, the Golden State Warriors now becomes a bad situation if Anthony Davis is a no-go over there. They have Porzingis, Draymond is going to resign, Steph Curry, LeBron. That's just a very old team. I don't think they're going to make it through the season. Something's going to happen.
That's what happened. I mean, like last year, Steph was awesome, but he only played like 40 games.
Mhm.
Bro.
The Cavaliers, that's a good spot. Like Mitchell, Harden, LeBron, Allen, Mobley, if they don't have to trade Allen, I think that is one of the better spots. I still struggle with how they're going to be able to defend at a high level in the postseason with their perimeter defense. The Knicks is, I mean, it's perfect. I mean, he just starts over Josh Hart.
Y'all got no
That's all
money
he
for
does.
it, right?
No.
Minimum.
So he'd have to sign it at absolute minimum.
Yeah.
We just brought Landry Shamet back. There's rumors and chatter about Mitchell Robinson potentially coming back, but LeBron in New York, it's an easy fit. It's just about the money if he's going to take a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
I think Minnesota is also a really good fit. They need a 4, and if LeBron goes there with LaMelo, Ant, him, Jaden, and Gobert, I think that's a really good team as well.
Yeah.
From all the reports, it seems as if LeBron is going to take his time making a decision. So I doubt we're going to get something in the next 2 hours. He's going to take his time, weigh his choices.
Fire.
But what team do you think he's going to end up choosing ultimately?
I really don't know, because Golden State might be paying Porzingis, or if they did already. Yeah. So like
for 40, I feel like a lot for Porzingis who can't play.
Yeah, when he did play with them though. Boy, was it was a movie. They don't have any money. I feel like Cleveland's the one place where I'm like, that one feels like it may be Miami, but I feel like Cleveland feels like the place where everybody's like all rooting for, like in a sense of like, yo, go back home, make a run. Cleveland already. It does feel like they're a little bit disliked at the moment, or just people are tired of them. So why not LeBron go there, finish off strong, go home? So I feel like for me, I would want to see him play in Cleveland.
I'll say this. After he signed with the Lakers the last time he was a real free agent, I definitely didn't think he was going to choose Los Angeles. Los Angeles was, at the time, for me, undesirable. Again, as a free agent, I looked at the Rockets at the time, and the Rockets were really contending for a championship. He seemed like the missing piece. The Nuggets were a realistic destination there, too, because him, Jokic, that was definitely one that intrigued me. I didn't see him going to LA. So I say that to say, in this free agency, it really is wide open. He could go to Golden State. He showed that I have a willingness to go wherever the hell I want. And at this point, he's 41 years old, going to be 42 in the middle of this season. He has earned the right to go wherever he wants. And listen, if it's Golden State and he wants to run it with Steph Curry, that's intriguing. If he wants to go to the Spurs and have a realistic chance to compete for a championship, that's fine too. But I do agree with you. I do think Minnesota is one that is the middle ground of, they are a piece away. They have something that they are just missing you. They have something that they're building. They have a real playmaker in LaMelo Ball that could use some guidance, like LeBron James. Anthony Edwards, who has the capabilities to be a potential face of the league, have that guidance from LeBron James. But LeBron James also provides great scoring, great playmaking, and the occasional 1 stop, 2 stops in a game.
Bro, he's 40.
When he needs to lock in.
When he needs to lock in. I'll always say that for the rest of
4s, it'll be all right, man.
So I say that to say Minnesota would be fun, but it just makes so much sense. If he were to take the minimum, which I just don't see, and I know you guys tell me that he has to in order to go to one of these teams, I just don't see that being a reality.
Mm-hmm.
And the Knicks, as great as a destination that would be, I also don't know how that, I mean, it's 41 and a half. I get it, fine, whatever. But I still think it matters to me, legacy-wise. Like, you just joined the team that just won an NBA championship. I don't know how I feel about that personally. Mm-hmm. I would be happy because, of course, wherever he decides, it is what it is. But I just feel like people will ultimately use it against him, even though it's unfair, because he's earned this. He's going into year 24.
Yeah. The only I was going to say, the only place I don't want him to go is Cleveland. I look at that team and I feel like they're just going to rely on LeBron too much. Like, that's a team that like actually feels like LeBron, although he'll be important everywhere. In New York, you just want to chip with Brunson and Cat. In Minnesota, you got LaMelo and you got AE. Cleveland, it's Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. And more often than not, I feel like you're looking around like, yo, can somebody do something? And it's going to be LeBron in the fourth quarter being the guy that have to make shit happen. And at 41, I just don't need LeBron doing that. So in terms of realistic destinations,
He's joning you right now.
can I talk, bro? No, I'm dead ass. Can I talk?
You're an idiot. My fault, bro. It'd be him on the low, bro.
No,
it'd be him, bro.
He has a fucking head.
I'm the problem.
He do the little smirk and then he just started bobbing his head.
Realistic options, Golden State.
Yeah.
Not that I think they're going to compete. I don't think they're title contenders. But to see him and Curry and Draymond, they love each other. They're boys. One last ride to go out with some of your friends is cool. I just don't want to see Cleveland. That's really all I don't want to see.
There's just certain things you don't switch over to. That's one of them.
What?
Him going to the Warriors.
He fake can't.
He cannot.
He can't, bro.
I simply cannot
seems
see
like-
him in Golden State, bro.
It seems like the Warriors are not expecting, but they
are
declined
acting like-
Draymond's option.
They are acting like he's a lock in to go there.
They have room that he doesn't have to take the minimum of minimums like he would in New York. He'd be able to get, some sort of money.
I mean, dude, even if they don't get Anthony Davis, Jimmy Butler comes back healthy with Jimmy, LeBron, Curry, Draymond, Porzingis.
We need a 5, bro.
God.
Porzingis.
That's the biggest what if roster I've
Horford is
ever
back
heard.
too.
Yo, but that's alleged
That's-
right
that
now.
could be the
It's
whole
alleged
last
that
line.
Kristaps is coming back.
Butler's
It's not
supposed to be
official.
coming back to like December.
You could make way for him though when he comes back. You could tread water.
He's old as shit.
Yeah, but
They all
they're
old as shit. Yeah.
Out of like the non
They got paid
reported.
pod soon.
Can Jimmy get
Pay
me
him what?
Evan
Fucking
Mobley?
$2 million?
No, he's
No.
probably gonna make like 18
18.
pods. Yeah.
Good for Potts.
Kobe
I
just
have
got 25.
I asked.
Kobe White just got 25.
Yeah, the league money's crazy nowadays.
Yeah, pods get
Leave him
18.
shit.
I didn't even say 20. He get
I was
18.
gonna say I'd rather pay Kobe White than Pods.
Probably a little bit, but
Tomato,
pods.
tomato.
Listen, pods. I hate him, but he does a lot of good things on the court.
It's the first time you've ever.
he's a
said that.
good net rating guy.
He is a good net rating.
Out of the ones that have been reported, so let's just say Cleveland, Miami, Golden State, Minnesota. Out of like the ones that heavily rumored, where would you want him to see if these 12 teams reported is true?
What's the 12 teams?
We don't know the 12 teams, but it's been reported that 12 teams have shown interest in LeBron.
Okay, without a
Damn.
doubt, the Knicks want to beat that one team to go back to back.
Yeah.
So I'm choosing the Knicks.
Is the Pistons an option?
We have them. No, I don't know. Actually,
Yo, bro, that
Everyone's
reminds
an option
that
now.
reminds me when I was gone. You were like, Drew gotta be careful because he's not valid in Detroit.
yeah.
I got love in Detroit.
Nah, we cool with you, bro.
I like LeBron in Denver.
I like LeBron in Denver. That was
I
reminded
like LeBron in San Antonio.
Yeah.
See, that also is tricky for me personally.
I feel like that was different though.
Now it's different. Yes, it
It's
is.
a profile respect. Like Spurs beating you, nobody cared. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
know?
when I was a kid,
I know it probably hurt
it
you when you was a
hurt.
youngin'.
It hurt.
To a grown man, now you can accept that.
No,
Was
I've
okay.
moved on.
Like
I've
the
moved
Warriors
on.
shit, you can't forget.
The thing is, we have two of the best chips in LeBron's career against the Spurs and the Warriors. So, like, I could use that and be like, you know what?
But they also gave y'all a mad belt.
Mad
Like,
Belt.
it was-
And
it
like
was-
5 of his 6 L's are those two
Yeah,
teams.
It's just also different teams though, different rosters. You know?
It is. It is way different.
The hatred you had for one iteration of the Spurs was all the players with the
Which is like,
Spurs.
Respect.
I hated Tony Parker.
But
I
now
didn't respect him.
it's such a
I
different
hated
team.
him.
Damn, all right.
Like there are certain iterations of teams that I like the Beam Team Kings.
Tim
And I
Tim
like
Duncan
them.
was the only one that he'll always.
Manu?
The thing was, Manu wasn't doing it to me like that.
Pause.
Facts. He wasn't. He really wasn't. Like when LeBron was on the Heat, he wasn't this
Oh my
dog.
God.
He wasn't this killer that I feared. I feared Tony.
Keep going.
I'm standing on what I'm saying. Tony, I feared.
He put it in you.
That he did in multiple ways, unfortunately.
Yeah, Tony.
Tony was a dog. When he hit that step back 3 against Bron, like Bron picked up, and that was prime Bron defense. He picked up on Tony. Tony step back 3 to go up 5. I thought it was done. I thought it was over. He was really cooking like that.
TP clutch, man.
But I like that's done is the John Morant era in Memphis.
Mm.
I like that.
Good segue.
Yeah.
I like that it's
Very
done.
weird trade. Very weird trade.
It was Chris Murray and Jeremy Grant. I think the Blazers bought extremely low. They traded away their worst contract and Chris Murray, a rookie who wasn't productive for them. Memphis clearly shifting their timetable. They're going into a full rebuild. John Morant in Portland. How do you feel about this Portland fit? They have like 4 guards on the roster right now. Nobody knows who's going to start where. They're saying Drew might be the starting small forward, and you start you start Dame at the 2, and then Ja at the 1. There's a bunch of different weird iterations of how this roster.
Nah, Drew got to start. I think Drew starts at the 2.
Riv, you're the Ja Morant guy. You want to talk?
Love Ja.
Comes off the bench.
That's the thing. I really don't like. I don't know what the plan is. Like, apparently there was a couple reports that this was their big move. Dame also is recovering from that Achilles. He's a little bit older, so they're probably taking their time with it. Scoot had a good back end of the year and then a good playoff, so you're probably thinking like, all right, where does Scoot fit in all this? Super confusing. I really don't know. Like, Tony had just that's funny. I really don't know. I do think like I don't know. You got Klingon at the 5. Kamaro's probably gonna play the 4. Denny at the 3. Your backcourt. I mean, I feel like Drew should start. I feel like Drew is your locked in start at the 2. He still can defend at a high level. He's a good 3-point shooter. And he can move the ball. He's a good passer. I think he has to lock in at your 2. Also, he's your vet. That one spot tricky because now you got Scoot, Dame, Ja. You got everybody with a different agenda. You got Ja trying to show he can still have something. You got Scoot like, nigga, I need to get paid. And then you got Dame with like, I still got it. So you got 3 guys with 3 different egos trying to, and good positive egos to the most part, just trying to come in and, you know, earn this spot. And then they got a new coach. So, shit.
So do you not like the fit?
I'd argue it was a bad offseason for the Blazers.
Yeah, I don't understand why you traded for him.
No Tiago Splitter coming back either because you're trying to penny pinch on your coach.
Now the coach has a 1-and-1 basically.
And now you have
deals. Hilarious.
Nobody can put together a sound starting 5 for your team.
Makes me think it's incomplete. There has to be another.
That's what I thought. There's got to be something else they're doing.
But they're not interested in Jaylen Brown, at least that's what they're saying right now. But you have to make a move for. You can't have these 4 guards. Like, I feel like you're not allowing Scoot or Shaden to develop.
I'm gonna say 3.
Say it again.
It's really just 3 guards.
It's Ja, it's Dame, and it's Scoot.
You're saying like Shaden's like a
because Shaden can play the 2-3, and also Shaden's coming off the bench.
Shaden can play the 3. He's a big dude.
And then Drew is easily 1-2-3. Honestly, it really don't matter.
Yeah, I mean Drew could play whatever.
But yeah, Shaden's coming off the bench though.
Is this a playoff team?
Dude, I don't even know.
They were a playoff team last year, so I'm gonna say yes.
They should be.
Who's gonna play?
I'm gonna say yes.
Like, who's still gonna be on the roster at the end of the summer?
I think it'll be Ja, Dame, Drew,
Scoot,
Tumani,
Yep.
Shaden Sharp, Klingon, Rob Will. I think that's their
Denny?
top 8. Oh, Denny too. My bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a deep roster. That's 9 players that you want to be playing.
It's where they're gonna be
the
at.
best player on the team.
Not anymore, man.
I did the same thing. I was writing
Ja Morant
in the comment section. I forgot Denny.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the best player on the team.
That you quite comfortably.
Yeah. But how you gonna
Can Ja reemerge as the best player on the team?
Shit, dude, I'm just here for the ride. I really don't know.
I respect that. Sometimes you gotta ride till the wheels fall.
I really don't know.
To that
can he shoot?
Probably.
Has he ever?
Mid-range looked cool.
He had a season.
Floater, nice. So we have something.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I like the move for the Blazers for one reason, and it's because you
Curious.
got him close to nothing.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
you got him for nothing. You gave away Jeremy Grant, and you gave away who was it? Now I'm blanking.
Chris Murray.
Chris Murray. Excuse me.
Is it harsh that I would just rather
Jeremy Grant?
I wouldn't have made the deal.
Well, Ja only has 2 years left on his contract.
They needed offensive upside, which is what he provides. He provides playmaking. He provides offensive upside because
you couldn't just go get a shooter.
I do think that they should, but I think that their thought processes were getting Dame back.
Yeah, I guess because you also would have had to give up a pick to go to get somebody else.
Their thought processes, our free agent is Damian Lillard.
Fairs.
And your big swing is Ja Morant.
Our big swing is Ja Morant to see what he can provide for us. And also, maybe some reality, Damian Lillard teaches him how to shoot the basketball.
Doubt it.
This is
I'm tripping that actually would be like my one thing I'm holding on to if I'm a Blazers fan.
To shoot the ball at this age.
It's not that crazy. Al Horford learned how to shoot the 3-ball, and he was 35.
True. He always
Brooke
had,
Lopez is another
he
one.
always had good touch, though, to be fair.
But Ja Morant.
Yeah, they adapted with the game, though. Like, John knows you got to shoot the 3-ball.
But Ja Morant,
he's working on that.
He is working on it. But at least
we actually really don't know if he's working on it.
The one good thing
he's working on it. We really don't know.
But Ja has always showed a willingness to shoot.
Yeah. He also will.
Is he going to go in? No.
He also will at times just be like, I'm going to that rim.
But against the Lakers in 23, he shot the 3-ball exceedingly well. Sean,
that was fake.
I agree with you.
He got hurt too.
Yeah.
So he
But-
didn't go to the rim as much.
Agreed. But he has shown you in his career.
No, in the playoffs, he actually shoots the ball.
I
pretty
know.
well.
It's bizarre.
Yeah. So,
But if you can get that Ja Morant that's going to be aggressive, get to the bucket, like he will, but now he's giving you 35% from three.
dude, love
Oh
that.
my God, you get
take that to the
35%
fucking
free.
You're
credit.
being
Yes.
generous as hell.
You're
I'm
about
thinking
32%.
best case scenario for them.
How many
But
games is he
that-
gonna play?
But that is
Better.
why they traded for him. They traded for upside. But
Okay.
that is why I can't say I'm fully immersed in the move because
Mm-hmm.
it has been years since Ja Morant has been trustworthy, since he has been a good basketball player, since he's been available. That is why this move to me is a question mark.
Yeah.
I get that the Blazers are in that middle ground in the Western Conference where there's no overwhelming move to put them over the top and that they feel like they need to take a swing. They don't know if their roster's in that position to make that egregious move to put themselves over the top. They feel like they wanted to take a swing, and I can hear where they're coming from, but also I just don't know if it was him.
It was just risky because I almost look at them in Toronto as similar. Just going into last season, I think we liked the pieces, didn't really know what the season looked like. Toronto ends up being competitive. Portland, different matchup, you know what I mean, going up against the one seed, gets smoked out. But the chances they took were wildly different. Like Toronto, when you go out and you get Kawhi, it feels like you have a clear vision. We were trying to, number one, not just to improve, but we were trying to go and make a serious playoff push. When you add Ja Morant, I don't feel anything. I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know. Like, are you trying to compete now, or are you just taking a swing on him because it is such a low cost and you have some upside?
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I'm with you.
but Ja Morant, maybe it's just the injuries, his style of play. He's someone that if I had on my team, I don't think I could rely on.
Yeah, he's volatile.
And to the Blazers' credit, they've built a roster. So if Ja or Dame have some issues this year, you have some built-in security because you have guards behind them. Drew obviously aside them, but Scoot in the backcourt. And like we mentioned before, Shane can play that too for you if you need as well. So you have depth there with Dame coming off the Achilles, Ja not really knowing what to expect from him, that if things do go south, you have some guys you could pivot to. But in a world where things go right, it just feels like the roster's good and you have 8 to 9 players that you feel like in a playoff setting you could play and feel really confident and you feel good about. But it still feels like a collection of talent rather than a team. It still feels like this team hasn't been I feel like a team hasn't been created rather than just talent being acquired.
Yeah, I think piggybacking off what you said, in that playoff series where they got smoked, they were up big in like 2 or 3 games. They were up 15, then 18 points. They had opportunities to really tilt that series. It's just, experience at the end, talent kind of caught up to them. But that was a Portland team when you thought coming into this offseason, we're like, all right, you can see the progression. So I'm with you in the sense of you make a move where I can understand Drew's point where it's like, yo, we gave up nothing, like legitimately nothing to get him upside swing, see what happens. He's due for an extension soon, so he'll be off the books anyways if it doesn't work. But at the same time, like I understand Joel's point where it's like, what does this do for the development of the other guys on the roster? Guys like Shaden Sharp, guys like Scoot, who Scoot was probably thinking, I'm going to get a bigger role next year. Yeah. And now you're like, all right,
playoffs
he
too.
did. So it's,
My guy.
and then you got Dame coming back. You mentioned that would be your free agent because he didn't play at all last year. Denny had the ball. Denny he was one of the league leaders in touches last year. Like he had the ball. Like he was the point guard for the team.
No
So
wonder he
now
made the
you're taking him out of his comfort zone. It's a lot on that coach too. So like it's a lot on a 1+1 type deal coach who now you have to kind of make this go in year one. And then on the front office, like you said, like listen, I've watched this guy since he was a freshman in Murray State. So over the last couple of years, his relationship with the GMs, and it's not all his fault, but it's him not being able to stay healthy, his game kind of regressing, and then him having issues with the coaches and stuff kind of put him in a bad light. So now he's also coming in trying to prove something, which could also, make him play a certain way. So it's for Portland, it's interesting. I'm excited to see how it goes. I will watch 82 games. He probably won't play for 82, but I'll act like he is there.
The downfall of Ja Morant is sad. He's played a little over 70 games over the last 3 seasons. You look at his career numbers year by year by year. You see that as early as his 3rd year, he was averaging 27, one of the best point guards in the league, top 5 point guard consensus.
Stamped.
And then year after year, the numbers keep dwindling. The percentages keep dwindling. The 3-point shot never improves. And now in a trade in which the Blazers got Ja for nothing, when they traded away negative assets to go get Ja Morant, who that's how he's viewed now, negative asset. And I still don't feel good about the trade for Portland. I don't think it does anything for them long term. And I'm left feeling better about Memphis because now you have opened up a rotation spot that can go to somebody else that will be on the team long term.
Mhm.
Memphis, it was a good ride with Ja. Had great
Fun era.
sneakers, some playoff appearances, great regular seasons. But now you're on to Cameron Boozer, Zach Edey, Cedric Coward,
Jesus.
Cam Spencer, Todd Jerome, who's awesome, Jalen Wells.
Love you, Ty.
Memphis, I like that they're going completely into this retool, and now they also have draft capital from the Bane trade that they've made. So they
Aaron
have
trade.
assets for the future, and you have a pretty decent core right now. This might sound a little bit harsh to Portland, but the way I view their roster isn't too different than the New Orleans Pelicans. You have your main star in Denny, and the Pelicans have theirs in Zion. Differences that Denny actually plays and is available. You have a lockdown defender in Tumani Kamara. The Pelicans have Herb Jones. And you have a bunch of other odd fits on the roster. Now you have John Morant. They have Jordan Poole, DeJounte Murray.
I'd say the Blazers are more talented, though.
The
Still got
Blazers
Dame,
are more
Drew.
talented. They're also more
I was trying to figure out where you were going with that.
they're more available, but it's two teams that I feel like aren't going in any direction. They're trying to stay competitive and above water for potentially a player of that magnitude to come along and then change their franchise. But as I see it right now, a lot of the players that they've drafted and they've banked on just haven't panned out, whether it's been, Scoot Henderson. And then this low cost effective trade for John Morant, he doesn't fit with your best players. Like he's going to take away touches from Denny Advia, who was one of the league leaders in touches. So to me, it was kind of a weird move. I wouldn't have made the deal anyway. I would have just let Ja stay in Memphis for the duration.
Memphis was talking about buying him out potentially or stretching.
They got bad.
I mean, that's how
he wasn't gonna
bad
play.
they wanted him out of
Yeah,
Memphis. They
yeah.
wanted to start over. Maybe this is all Ja needs is a fresh start, and he's going to prove himself once again in Portland. But the way that his career has gone, it's just very hard to make a bet on that,
Yeah.
to act as if Ja is going to bounce back.
It was shocking. I was not
Should call
expecting
me
Ja
off
to go to
guard.
Portland.
I don't love where your head's at with the comparison.
They're both directionless.
That's not true. The
Pelicans-
Blazers are literally only getting better.
If the Pelicans trade Herb Jones and Trey Murphy by the end of the week, would you feel like they're directionless still?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Pelicans.
even
Like
still.
the running joke is that Zion doesn't have a playoff appearance, even though the play-in should count, whatever doesn't.
Like, bro, if you look at just the Pelicans roster top to bottom,
not
Zion,
good.
Trey Murphy, Herb
No.
Jones,
I have
like
no
they're-
interest in it.
they aren't
care.
they aren't good players for their team, but they'd be very valuable in other situations.
Yeah,
Like I think
That's why-
Zion in another situation would be very
The
good.
Blazers are actually deep.
Trey Murphy, same thing. I mean, the Pelicans, they're not thin either. They're
Brother, they were one of
They're
the
not
worst
fit.
teams in the league
What's
last
good
year.
about them outside of
Availability
Zion and
and coaching.
Trey? Availability, exactly.
availability is their biggest
Bro,
problem.
Portland was banged up all year
That's a
last
good
year.
point. Denny was playing
So-
for the most
So
And
part.
also
listen,
you say-
what are we talking
And you're
about?
talking
here?
about their drafts, and they're a lot to be desired. Scoot is taking a little bit longer than you'd like, for sure.
Come
For
on,
sure.
Be serious though.
Did he not play well to end the year and in
Yo,
the
Scoot
playoffs?
what is he gonna peak as? One of the worst starting point guards in the league?
So you talk about Scoot. Why not talk about Shaden? Like Shaden's like, I think I look at him and think you were supposed to ascend year after year and you haven't.
He's only 21.
Why I
And
singled
Scoot is also what, 21, if I'm not
Something like
mistaken.
I singled out Scoot because I wasn't gonna just name all their picks, but also he was the highest one with the most expectations.
Yes.
He was the Dame successor. That's what he was
What was
supposed to
Shaden?
be.
5?
Shaden was
top
high.
10 for sure.
Shaden was
Yeah,
high,
he
but he
just-
was not the level of prospect.
he
that
wasn't the
Scoot
same
was.
prospect.
He was
supposed
six.
to be
Shaden
better.
averaged what, 19 last
He
year?
averaged 20.
Yeah, but it was a
But
nasty.
Shaden is also another one that I think that Shaden is also not a long-term building block. Two of your top
Yeah, I don't
10
disagree.
picks in Scoot and Shaden aren't long-term
Hey,
building
listen, it's
blocks.
Portland. Somebody gonna have to fucking pan out, so they better figure it out.
I don't know. And they drafted Yang last year,
Miss.
2 years ago, and
Insane miss.
now he's your third string center.
The
Insane
way
miss.
that Portland is maneuvering, if Thiago was their head coach, I really could go all in on this
Who's the coach
series.
now? I forgot his name.
I said my
The
theory.
Wolves guy.
Yeah.
My theory being,
Mike Nori.
you have the two veteran point guards in
Get Rob Wills
Drew-
back.
Mm-hmm.
He is. You have the two veteran point guards in Drew and Dame. Drew teaching Scoot, and Dame teaching Ja.
Ja's a grown ass man, bro.
He's a dude with 25, 6.
No, Ja's 27.
Okay.
That's a grown man. He's been in the league.
This is so weird. It's just an odd fit, dude. The roster doesn't make sense.
I said to say, Scoot's defense was really good last season.
Yes.
Not from Drew. Pick up some things on the defensive side of the ball. We're undersized. We got to make up for our other ends. Dame is going to teach Ja. Hey, bro.
You know what this reminds me of?
Let's hear it.
Riv, I was in our fantasy league, big Clyde Edwards-Helaire guy.
Okay.
Right? I took him 1-1 in our rookie draft, goes to the Chiefs. He's ass.
Yeah.
He's ass.
But you kept saying.
But I think in year 2, the Chiefs signed Le'Veon Bell.
So you were
this was after Le'Veon Bell was on the Jets, and I was like, hold on.
Okay.
Le'Veon could teach. He can teach CH some things. You know what I mean? Dual threat back, receive a little bit, rush a little bit. Nothing ever happened.
Drew was
They were
not
both
washed
ass.
like Le'Veon was washed on the Chiefs.
That is fair.
Dame was just a 3-point champion.
I want to see how he looks.
We can't forget that. He was the 2025, 2026 3-point champ.
The Blazers just made a move. They have signed 7-footer Brendan Carlson to a 1-year, $2.5 million.
I'm to say that shit.
Well, they're making moves. This is their roster, man. The roster's mid, dude. The
Brendan
roster's mid
Carlson.
as hell.
They just were the 8th seed in the West.
And that's mid. That's bad.
I wouldn't say bad.
That's bad.
Making the playoffs and winning a game against the team that went to
So,
the finals
Yang,
is bad.
Yang is their 4th string
Yes.
center
Okay.
now? Is this dude gonna get burned?
I think
Hansen?
we
Yeah.
gotta level out on what's actually bad. That's not bad.
What's not bad?
He said Portland was bad last year.
No, I
Oh,
said
no,
they
they
were
weren't
mid.
bad.
I said they were mid.
Oh,
They're not
yeah.
a bad team. They're just in a bad place to be as a team.
I mean,
They're
what
still
I don't know.
young.
What
I
were they
think they have
before?
pieces.
nothing. Like they didn't make the playoffs a couple years before that.
Oh, yeah, good.
Is there
It was
any play? I
progression.
feel like almost
I don't
everyone
think
on their
there's
team.
They made a move in Ja to try to have a ceiling above that.
Mhm.
But I think that they have catered. I think that they've cratered. I think that's
Okay.
what they're gonna do. Like they're not gonna be higher than a playing team. I don't think this is a top 6 seed finish in the West.
It's hard to do that. They don't got the move. They ain't make that move yet.
So they can't move up 2 spots.
No.
2
No
spots.
chance.
No, we're asking them so much. Move up 2 spots.
No chance. Lakers, Minnesota, Denver,
Lakers.
San Antonio, OKC.
I guess Lakers played well without LeBron last year, so maybe.
I wonder what they roster gonna look like.
And that's the big
LeBron,
question.
the Lakers, it's gonna be fucking ugly, man.
Because Jalen Duran, he's gonna have talks with the Lakers and the
call him.
Kings. It seems as if Jalen Duran is gonna move on from the Pistons. On Polymarket, you can make a prediction right now on where you think Jalen Duran is going to land. Right now, it's at a 2% chance that it is to the Lakers. I don't know why it is that low, but these are the two teams that we're talking about: Kings, Lakers. You can use code PAS26, deposit 20, and you'll get $50 if you want to make predictions on Polymarket. Jalen Duran, do we expect him to be back in Detroit? We made a free agency video last episode, and we all thought that he would remain in Detroit. Do you still feel that way?
They
Right now?
should, because they don't have a center.
Does it feel like it's getting personal though between player and organization?
No, I think it's getting heated. I think it needs to be that. They having those hard conversations. Sometimes you got to have that man to man.
What number is too much where if you're the Pistons, I'm letting you go and I'm letting you sign with that team?
40.
40 million?
If he gets the exact same contract as Austin Reeves, are you
What
letting him
was
go?
Austin Reeves?
I think it was 4,185, if I'm not mistaken.
What was that,
So
45?
that's more than 40. Yeah.
Oof. I can't give him 45, bro. Listen, I understand we traded still. So we need a center. Like Paul Reed cannot start for the year. So I understand the sentiment, but I also get Detroit understanding the market, how it is today with the second apron and stuff like that. You cannot get Jalen Duran that money. Has he earned 30 to 35? Absolutely. I think without a doubt, he's earned that money. Has he earned 45 to 48? He played well in the playoffs? Probably. But he's earned his 35. I'll even level and say if they give him 40, all right, I'll be a little upset, but I'll be like, all right, like whatever. Like
A kiss over 40, that's, I mean, 4 for 185 is just a touch over 40.
was it 44?
It's like 41-ish, like 41.25, I think.
I don't know, man. Like I think he's earned his 35, 40. I think going over that now we're
Okay. 46.
lost me.
Oh.
He lost me.
Doing
Lost
the
me.
math
Lost
in
me.
my head, I was like, I think it's 40.
Yeah, nah, I can't give him 46. I think he was an all-star this year. He was great this year. Him and Cade, one of the best duos in the league this year statistically. But no, you cannot give him 45, especially when you still got holes in the roster. I just think the organization is doing what they need to do.
So these two scenarios here, the Kings, the avenue to get
Sabonis.
Duran,
Yo, the Kings is nuts.
the Kings don't have the requisite cap space. So Sabonis would have to get moved in order for Duren
I'd
to
be so happy.
sign.
No, or we can take Zach. Or we'll take Zach.
No, bro,
Levine.
you're gonna take Sabonis. You're gonna like it.
Levine's not expiring, right? This is like picked up player option last year.
You want to talk about deserving it? You deserve this.
Sabonis,
would
huh?
be
You
hilarious.
deserve Sabonis.
Yeah,
I don't think
he'll be. Oh my god.
But that is a much different situation than the Lakers, who
Get ready. You're gonna actually
The
learn to appreciate
Lakers-
Sabonis' game.
right now
Right.
they have 52 million in cap space.
Mhm.
Now here's the pro and con for going after Duren. The pro is that you get Luka, an all-star center to pair up with. The con is that whatever the Lakers offer can be matched as long as it's before 11:59 p.m. July 7th.
Mhm.
That's a lot of free agency time. That's a lot of days in free agency. And if the Pistons decide to match the offer sheet, now the Lakers are left in a free agency pool that is empty with every other player signing their contracts, and they end up
Which
with
means it
nothing.
needs to be a trade.
So it is risky for the Lakers to wait for Duren or the Pistons to match an offer because all the free agents that they were targeting could be gone. That's the risk. But I think that the Lakers should go all in and try to go get Jalen Duran.
I don't.
This is a
think
massive talent upgrade.
You need. This is what the Lakers are going to do this offseason, and it probably is the worst decision they do.
Here we go.
You throw a bunch of money at one of Duren, Kessler, one other free agent. You mentioned to me John Collins on the last
He's
episode.
solid. He's solid.
I'm
I
out
think-
on John Collins in 2026.
I think Minnesota should go get him.
Okay, that makes sense because then he's like
No, as a starter, I get it.
not
You're a
not
little
ideal
hurtful, little
because he literally goes to the Lakers. He's starting.
A lot of people are.
Nevertheless, that is going to be moves that are made that are going to take up time for the next 4 years, at minimum 3 years.
Mhm.
And now this is the time where you make the impression on Luka Doncic to be here long term if that's what he decides to do. And you're going to have to live and die by Jalen Duran, who just showed us he's an insane playoff dropper. Trust Walker Kessler to stay on the court. So how does Walker Kessler look in the playoff setting? That we obviously don't know because he played in Utah. And then John Collins, Rui Hachimura. Now, are we letting him walk? Is he gone? What's the rest of? Because Marcus Smart obviously isn't coming back. You can't afford him. He just declined his player option. So the moves you make this offseason, if you decide to hang on, or if you decide to be a little reactionary,
Yeah.
are moves that the impression you're going to leave on Luka that could ultimately lead to him deciding to stay or leave.
That's like 90 million to him and Reeves, bro.
I think that Luka would be more upset at the Lakers if they didn't make a run at an all-star center.
The free agency is not this year. It is next. And I told you that last episode. The free agency that the Lakers should go all in on is next offseason.
Say it again. Who's out there?
The only one that matters,
Giannis.
Joker.
Nikola Jokic.
Oh, did Giannis sign in Miami?
Giannis
He
is
hasn't
not
retired yet.
officially.
It's-
Not
you gotta
officially,
accept
but
it.
yes.
It's a lot of dudes like
so
that.
technically speaking, Giannis,
Donovan is.
Steph, technically. Donovan, yes.
You
I know.
gotta
That's why I
say-
say technically because obviously it's not happening. But Nikola Jokic, you are the Lakers. You do nothing this rest of the offseason. You have Luka and you have Austin Reeves signed
Risky.
long terms. It's a risk,
No, I
but
would.
it's
Luka
a
could
risk
walk in
worth
2 years.
taking. It's a risk
What if you
worth
strike out
taking.
next year? Luka's gone.
Then you pivot because if the move is either this year we sign Jalen Duran or Walker Kessler, I'd rather
I
us
hear you.
take the
Yeah.
risk on
Yeah.
Nikola
It's not-
Jokic.
it's
But
not-
you really,
figure it
you
out.
really think,
Wait.
you really think the Joker has the personality to come to LA?
He loves Luka.
He loves horses and his privacy.
That he does.
Yeah.
That he
Yeah.
does.
He
But the
probably
thing
fucking
is,
hate LA.
does he
Yeah.
love the direction that Denver's going? I don't know.
Well, you know,
They
Do
did say
you
he's
love
getting
the
the Lakers
direction that
extension,
Denver's
but you know
going?
they're talking like giving him an extension like this summer. They're
But
trying
as
to
they
get.
should, because obviously this is a top, at
Uh,
worst, 3-player in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah, it's a lot to bank on.
Nikola
But
Jokic.
I'm with you. I wouldn't pay 90 to Reeves and Dirt. You can't.
If you go
cannot.
all in, you could
cannot.
literally ruin the future of the Lakers this offseason. You could do that if
Giving
you're Rob
Duren and
Pelinka.
Kessler one of those contracts. Yeah, I don't know.
Especially when
But you
you
can give Walker a little 240,
That's
360.
not happening. Walker wants
gonna get-
end
they
all
can match
be all
anything.
bread.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. We gotta
What did he
understand.
turn down?
He turned 100.
5 years,
Yeah,
125.
he turned down like 30 a year.
Woo! All righty.
Here's the thing.
And he's a
is-
restricted. So,
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So,
So
no
they-
matter
they would
what,
match.
so
they're
it's
gonna match.
prepare for John Collins 2 years, 35.
Of the two, I would rather Walker because we need defensive. We needed an anchor down low, and it's
The Lakers.
Old habits don't die, you know. But The Lakers need Walker Kessler. They need a defensive anchor, especially Jackson Hayes off the bench. That is ideal. You cannot go into next season with obviously Jackson Hayes and DeAndre Ayton as your 1 and 2 in that front court, and it cannot be Jalen Duran.
Well, I think that Denver would be foolish to let Jokic go for nothing.
Of course.
He does have a player option, so he does have control over that. If anything, I think the Lakers would have an easier time going after Jokic if they had Duren. Because if they had Duren signed next offseason, there could be a sign and trade, and Duren could be the centerpiece of the deal to go get Jokic. And it leaves now Detroit with a 23-year-old All-NBA All-Star center for the future. So I think that they could make the move this year, and it could still make sense a year from now. You don't have to be left empty-handed right now. Jalen Duran, he was awful these playoffs. He also,
direction you're going
when Cade wasn't on the floor in the later part of the season, Jalen Duran also flashed a lot of self-creation ability that I was underwhelmed with when it didn't transition to the postseason, but at least it's there. He averaged 20 and 10. He's an elite rebounder, and the physical tools and the traits that he possesses, I think, can still be coached up into a much better defender if he goes to the Lakers. The contract that you're giving him, you're baking in the potential and his ceiling into that contract. You're taking the risk that what he's at 22 years old, which is already one of the best lob threats in the league and centers in the NBA, and at 26 or 20, at ages 23, 24, 25, 26, he will be an even better player and keep improving. And I don't think that's a bad bet to make for the Lakers, who right now are devoid of talent. And if you have Luka, Reeves, and Duren, it doesn't match up with the top teams in the West, talent for talent, but it gives you a much better chance than signing C-tier centers like Mitchell Robinson or trading for like a Daniel Gafford. Like Duren gives you a real ceiling, and if you can fill out that roster out, because if they give him $40 million a year, you still have the mid-level exception to sign another player. They could still sign 2 more players that could impact the team, and now you're looking at a more of a well-rounded roster.
I'm not just going to immediately go on and shit on what you're saying, because I think you're saying a lot correct, especially with Luka Doncic running the show. The pick and roll is going to be excellent. We know that he can work within that as well. We've seen it with him and Kate Cunningham. It's going to be even more heightened because Luka is just one of the best playmakers this game's ever seen. The issue for me becomes, how likely is it Denver is willing to trade Nikola Jokic to the Lakers?
Not at all.
It's only if he declines and says, I want to go to LA.
And how likely is it, period, for Denver to just be okay with trading Nikola Jokic? I just don't see that reality.
Well, if the
force
option is between you're going to become an unrestricted free agent or I could get something back for you, it's I'm going to get something back.
It would be completely against everything Jokic has ever done, though.
Jokic can also... He can test free agency.
Yeah, he has to.
This is his first real year of whenever next year. It's going to be his first time being a legitimate free agent. So why not see? Especially because the Denver Nuggets, year after year after year since winning the championship, has disappointed us.
Yeah, but I think it's just way beyond who he has shown us over the course of his career. Like it's not his character. Like testing free agency, looking at different. I feel like he has made his stance. He wants to stay there. He's comfortable there. And I'll be honest, this year was kind of on him.
He got hurt.
Yeah, I mean, he
got hurt. He also didn't play the standards.
I'm going to disagree, man.
Aaron
Gordon injured. Peyton Watson injured.
Ant-Man injured.
I mean, to be fair, Jokic was also banged up.
Okay, you're making a fair statement here.
You're not winning with a defensive trio of Jokic, Reeves, and Luka. It's just not going to happen. They're going to bleed too much value.
No, but you put Luka and Jokic together, and Reeves can fucking go. We'll figure some other shit out.
So true.
Yeah, so but true. It's also a shot in the dark.
That's the easiest decision.
Reeves wasn't. I didn't even think Reeves would be there, honestly.
Like you were able to win a championship with Jamal Murray and Jokic, and Jamal Murray's not this defensive demon. He's not at all.
It's a shot in the dark, though. Jokic,
but I would rather
look at the top, Jokic at the bottom.
At least if you're the Lakers, give yourselves that opportunity to see that through.
The opportunity is still there if they sign Duren.
But Duren could be shitty this year, and what parts do the Nuggets want? That's a risk. It's a risk.
Duren won't be
shitty. He's gonna be shitty.
He shouldn't be shitty.
The regular season,
exactly.
And you
have a good regular season.
Are we all gonna? Everybody's gonna say this. Great regular season. Shit, he made third team All NBA for a second straight year.
He's pretty good.
In the playoffs,
Honestly, though,
all we care
if the
about.
Nuggets are trading Jokic and they're rebuilding, I don't know if they care if he plays bad in the playoffs at 23.
I don't hate where your head's
You
at
know what I
there.
mean?
That's a good statement.
He's
to make.
super young.
So I'm not against it. I do think there is pressure on this Lakers front office to make some sort of move to add talent. Yeah, I don't think as much as the Jokic shit would be fun, it feels like a real shot in the dark. So if you could add a player who's going to make your team better, make it more likely for Luka to stay long term, just if you get Jalen Duran, you have Austin Reeves and Luka. If you're able to make a trade for one of the Pelicans players with the Herb Jones or Trey Murphy, and you bring back Rui, you feel pretty decent about your starting five. It's the back line, in the depth and
In the front,
shit. You still need to
perimeter too. It's everybody.
For
yeah,
Luka,
but starting five, you'd feel decent about.
On offense, yeah.
Luka, Reeves, say Herb Jones.
the problem is that with Luka
Rui,
specifically, having
Shit.
a good center is so vital to his offensive game because a big percentage of his offensive mastery is from having a somewhat competent big man so he can shine in the pick and roll. Duren supersedes anything that Luka has had even remotely close to that in his career. Duren is such an upgrade over Derek Lively, over Daniel Gafford.
That's why we can't lose him. Man.
If Luka gets that type of center, offensively, it's going to unlock everything. It could be one of the best offenses in the NBA, if not one of the best, if not the best. So that's why I think it's so important for the Lakers to get Luka that pairing. But there's a risk because if you go after Duren, you're probably letting Rui go sign somewhere else. You're not going to bring him back. And if the Pistons end up matching the offer, then you're left with, key role players that you just let walk. But I also don't know how many of the Lakers role players are that essential to coming back this upcoming season. Like,
not a lot of good free agents.
Rui is the best player that they could lose. And even if they lose him, as long as they don't overpay him, I think it's a fine deal. Like, I don't think he's somebody that they should be looking at bringing back. He doesn't shoot threes at a high enough volume, and he's not a good defender, and he's a below average rebounder for his position. So he's somebody that does one thing, and you can find a lot of catch and shoot shooters in the league. So
not a lot of good free agents.
if they lost him,
Not
it
that
wouldn't be that big of a deal, especially if they bring in Duren. It
He was
wouldn't be a big
easily
deal.
the best 3-point shooter last year for a
He's
team who was
the
not good
three-point
at
shooter.
shooting.
He would be exactly what Tobias was a little bit for what Durant had in Detroit. I don't know. Tricky.
Well, you see Duran is out there showing interest in teams. He's interested in joining Boston.
And also, I'm going to say this:
Side trade.
I don't see it as the Lakers doing
Right.
nothing this
Derek
offseason.
Yeah,
I
Derek
wouldn't
White.
hate it, but he's
Derek
older. I need somebody fresh.
Now I would do Derek White for Duran.
Well, that's not enough money.
What
That's at 31.
we'll
Give
throw
us Payton
something-
too.
Oh, Hauser.
Derek White for Derek.
Hauser,
Fuck no.
Shooter.
Bro.
How many picks you sending?
Bro, stop.
First.
You gonna need
Stop.
more than the first.
Derek White for Duren. We're off Derek White after 1 year.
Well, I don't want to trade Jaylen Brown. We have to do something.
He doesn't.
No.
want so bad.
No, you
Just run it
don't.
back.
Fuck it.
We need a center, man.
I don't disagree.
Bad, actually.
You traded Anthony Simons for Vooch, bro.
I know. Well, Simons
told
is
you that shit
interested in coming back, maybe. I would love to get him back.
I want Simons to come to Detroit.
Real quick to just put a bow on this. I'm not saying the Lakers do nothing because technically speaking, they brought back Austin Reeves.
They also have a lot of free agents.
That's it.
But LeBron's gone.
But you have Luka and Austin. And Luka and Austin early in the year while LeBron was out, you still were one of the best teams in the Western Conference. You were winning basketball games, one of the most efficient offenses in basketball. It's not doing nothing. It's gearing up for a loaded free agency. You made your big move. You paid $185 million to Austin Reeves. That's a big move. That's not doing nothing.
It's
Doesn't
just
Luka
entertaining,
also
though.
have a player option next year?
No.
2 years.
It's 2 years.
Yeah.
Lakers got to figure it out
So then
quick.
you really are putting pressure. So there is such a real, honest direction that they should gear towards.
You have 2 years, really.
Exactly. This year is not make or break for them. It's next year.
You will have more draft picks if you wait a year to be.
Just wait
you know what I mean?
one more, and you could really see the Lakers make an insane power move. They could get their Shaq right now.
Here we go.
Shaq. He's staying home, man.
I think Joker's staying home too.
You think Jokic is a Denver lifer?
I think
Yeah.
so.
People thought Giannis was a lifer.
Nah,
Me
we knew.
being that
Once
guy.
Joker don't do that shit he do.
Here's the thing:
Weird
if the
shit.
Nuggets are underwhelming this year, they're injured again.
They're gonna reach
The conversation could be louder.
Yeah,
It will
what if
be.
they make the conference finals and losing like 6?
Of course, that's a different
But
conversation.
it's only about if the Joker wants out.
course, that's all it comes
That's all
down
it
to.
comes down
But
to.
again, do I want to keep doing this with the Nuggets year after year where they already have shown an unwillingness to spend bread and for an extended period of time? They got pressured into trading MPJ away already. That maybe there's concerns about Aaron Gordon's his health. What are they going to do with his
A
contract?
lot of questions.
Jamal Murray's contract. What are they going to do with him?
I'd rather just build everything around
That
Jokic
front
and
office
Jokic
has
and-
already shown hesitancy to spending bread consistently, and that is going to hinder Jokic from reaching the mountaintop again. There is a team who will confidently spend the bread every year, no problem. Make moves every year, no problem. Los Angeles.
That's not Denver's problem, though. Denver's problem is that they ran into the second apron.
Of
The
course.
Lakers aren't going to get into the second apron either. No team is.
Well, if they get Nikola Jokic, I have a strong feeling that they won't have a problem.
The Knicks just won a championship, and it's the most valued franchise in the NBA, and Dolan is not getting into the second apron. The second apron is a poison pill for teams
They
to get
got
into.
fortunate that the most generous superstar of our time decided to take such a pay cut.
And they're not willing to go into the second apron.
No, but that's also with understanding they got fortunate.
Like, the Lakers, if they're in the second apron, it's going to restrict their ability to sign any key free agents, any good role players. They're not going to be just signing good players for the minimum. Like,
That's going
the same
to be a worry when they bring in Jokic.
the big market versus small market thing, I don't think exists in the modern NBA as it did 10 seasons ago, because there are certain teams that they are willing to go into the luxury tax. But now the second apron, it affects big market teams just as much. Dells is a Celtics fan, and they blew his team up because they got into the second apron. The Knicks, they're not bringing back key players because of the second apron. Even if the Lakers have more money than and they're a bigger market than Denver, the second apron is going to restrict them all the same. And that's what Denver's problem is. When you get into that second apron, you have to make sure that you draft well. And Denver, unfortunately, they haven't been able to have those draft picks hit at the rate that you're supposed to sustain a contender. But those roster restrictions are still going to exist within the Lakers. So I don't think it's a big versus small market thing.
I also think that pairing up with Luka Doncic matters.
It does. But I don't know if Luka's going to just chalk up a season, you know? If I'm the Lakers, if I'm the head of the Lakers, I'm not going into this offseason saying, you know what, we'll get him next year.
I also don't think it's chalking it up.
I think it is. If the only move,
there's no way the Lakers can win a championship next year, no matter what they do this offseason.
They could position themselves in a better position, though.
No, I don't think so personally.
If you sign Jalen Duran and you're not doing some sign trade where you're giving up assets, you're in a better position.
I guess fair. But again, this isn't the offseason to do that.
But it's a sure thing. The Jokic thing is not a sure thing. There's not even a 50% chance it happens. There's like a less than 5% chance it
Even
happens.
the Duren thing isn't a sure thing.
No,
but it's more of a sure
try,
thing.
you know?
You have the money to offer him. It's just
You're
whether
gonna
or
have
not,
the money to offer Jokic.
It's just whether or not the Pistons are willing to match it. That's
again.
it. But the Lakers have the money.
And the Lakers will have the money for Jokic.
No, he gonna ask for more.
Can extend though with Denver, and he's never hit free agency.
Joker's getting 70.
But if he leaves, he can't get 70.
He'll get like 60
for sure.
Duren's asking for 40. That's a 20 million gap.
Am I giving? And I'd rather play the 20.
Who?
No, I said 30 million gap.
No, 40, 60.
He can't get.
I thought you said 40, 70.
No, because 70 is if he stays with Denver.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's.
But that's easy.
Yeah, but then now, like that's a roster spot that you're taking away from.
But
him.
it's Jokic.
I would do it 100%. What I'm saying is you're crippling the team,
and that's fine. I'm
with you. You have to make those chances, but woo, you gotta pay that man.
Luka and Jokic on the same team.
I think you try to make shit work.
He
For
figured it
sure.
out.
But now you have to pay. Like now you gotta. First of all, you gotta build out your roster now because you have a lot of free agents. So who's gonna stay? Who are you locked into for the next couple of years? Like you need role players.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any right now.
I don't disagree with you.
You know?
Yeah, the problem with the Lakers is not the top end talent solely. It's everybody else on the roster. It's the 7th, 8th, 9th person on the roster. Their role players are ass. So it doesn't matter if Jokic comes to the Lakers. If the role players are ass, they're not going to do nothing either. It's going to be the same thing as Denver, where you just don't have the supporting cast. That's why they need to do the best job right now to get those complementary players on the roster. But this free agency really doesn't feature many. Like they're looking at Duren as the headliner. And I saw a report that Quentin Grimes is somebody they're looking at.
Miami was interested.
I like Quentin Grimes in LA. but I don't know if he's like, I don't know if I love him in LA. I like him though. I think he'd be a good addition. But if that's one of your key players that you're bringing in, this free agency is pretty weak for a team like the Lakers to just jump into contention.
Yeah, I mean, free agency's been over 2 hours, and we haven't got anything September.
Gotta find your Colin.
That's because all the trades happened before it even happened, before free agency began. Riv, so you don't want Duren to go.
I really don't. I like Duren. I think he fits well with the team. Did he play like shit? He did. I can sit here and say he did it. It actually frustrated me every time I watched it. But 22, like you mentioned, 22 years old, 19 and 11. Like, what do we do?
There's just walk on trees, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just find them.
Dudes built like him do not walk on trees. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just find the way to make it work.
Probably what I should have said.
Walk, grow, breathe, like,
maybe.
Birds? You know what I'm saying? But like,
walk on trees.
Bro, his girth is crazy. So you got to just kind of like.
You said that on Twitter too. You speaking a lot about
his girth is crazy.
Bro, he's humongous.
We walk past him.
Yeah, Big D. He's
massive.
I call him Big D, bro. I don't call him nothing else. He get Big D.
When?
What?
You call him Big D?
Call him on Twitter. I was like,
okay.
I was like, Big D, you really gonna leave?
I didn't know if it was in more intimate setting.
It could have been. You never know.
I think Pistons have to do everything they can to re-sign Jalen.
That ass.
I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. You're the 1 seed in the East. Crazy rebuild. I know the players are disappointing, but you're gonna go into this offseason and let your second best player easily walk.
Yeah, we picked up Isaiah Joe, which was cool.
That was a good pickup. Get some
Kevin Huerter.
Yeah, we re-signed him. That was confusing to me.
Yeah, the Pistons brought in Kevin Huerter, Isaiah Joe. They're getting some more.
There.
Really, Kevin Huerter was there?
That's what I'm saying.
Wasn't he in Chicago?
No, we traded him. We traded from last year. So
okay, so he got traded to Chicago.
You just didn't know because he was really ass. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
it's just like he actually got pretty hot with Chicago.
Yeah, no,
I know him for Chicago last year, but not. What do you think is best case scenario for Duren? Like, I know that in the playoffs he disappointed a lot, but
he did.
Like going into next season, just from what you've seen of Duren, the player that he is, why do you think his game didn't translate to the playoffs, and what does he need to do different so it does?
I just felt like first of all, like throughout the regular season, and obviously, when Cade went out for a stretch, he played well, but Jenkins also was hooping during that stretch. And to get Duren going early, you kind of got to get into that pick and roll game, get him touches around the rim pretty fast because he doesn't have a crazy post-up game. And also usually get him a little bit one-on-ones around the elbow where he can make a move and go off. But I feel like during the playoff series, Orlando did a great job of just sealing off the rim and not giving Duren any space to really go to work or be comfortable. And then Wendell Carter Jr. was able to match that aggression, that physicality, because Duren also, like the way we played hoops is we also try to like intimidate you guys. Like whoever we're playing against in Orlando, you just couldn't do that against, especially when they played us. So it was a little different, and I thought you kind of saw the games and it was really small moments, like maybe a game or two against Orlando, maybe like a game or two against Cleveland, though. The way he gets it going, his early touches around the rim, and he gets going on the offensive glass, and then you can see him kind of go to work. I was upset that we didn't get to see a lot of the isolation situation he was talking about where he was able to get it, then go to work, but that was because there was no room at the rim. So how do you fix no room at the rim? You got to have shooters out there, and I love Asar Thompson. I hope he can, find something in that paint area, just be more aggressive. But he was also detrimental to our offense, but what he does on defense, I really don't care because, like, he'll get it back. But just having guys out there that couldn't really shoot the ball kind of really hurt. So, like, I like the Isaiah Joe move. If Huerter's a good shooter for us next year, cool. Or if he's he can be involved in the trade, cool. I just make the small margin moves, but you got to bring Duren back. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care, if you feel like he's not going to get better. I don't care if you think he's peaked. He's 22 years old. You got to give it a chance. I also am on the sentiment of you can't pay him too much money because you understand this like Abram. You understand you're not this high quality free agent destination. And you've been getting it out the mud through the draft. I feel like also that Ron Holland pick hurt us. It did. Like, because he hasn't developed like you wanted him to. He was a top pick. I don't even know what his role is going to be next year. But you also have all your picks. So Detroit they've benefited of just not trading away their picks. And also getting Ibaka in the draft is dope. And I think that's another guy that's going to come in, apply more pressure at the rim, be aggressive. Jenkins is staying. So I think we still have a really good roster if we keep Duren. You just got to continue to bring in more shooting. But I think I'm hopeful and I'm excited that if Duren does come back, we can see another year of this. But I do think he needs to come back. I think at no point can he go to the Kings. You can bring back Sabonis, or he go to the Lakers and, you bring back Reeves or just lose him outright. Like, Now you got to bring back your big, especially you traded Stu too. Like, so you were kind of preparing for this.
Mhm.
Paul
What
Reed
makes me
cannot
think
be your
he
starter.
comes back.
Yeah,
I feel
like-
like you don't trade Stu and also say we're not bringing back.
Yeah,
Stu.
you
The main reason
definitely
why
gonna
we
try.
thought he'd go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to try no matter what. So hopefully we do it, man.
You have to add to this Detroit roster, not subtract from it.
Yep.
You have to be, getting better every year. You have to be adding shooting, adding offense. You can't look at last season and for whatever reason look at one playoff run where Jalen Duran struggled and just throw at everything else. I feel like if you're letting him walk or you're doing a sign and trade with at least the Kings that we're speaking of, where you're bringing back a Sabonis or a Zach LaVine, you're just long term going to hurt your team. If Jalen Duran is just getting incrementally better by the time he's 27, we're talking about like an All-NBA level player. You know what I mean? He's still young. The untapped potential is still there, and the fact that he had those expectations going into the playoffs, that tells you all you need to know. If Jalen Duran wasn't playing at damn near All-NBA level in the regular season, we don't have these expectations for him. The conversation is completely different. The fact that he was this good this early in his career, he's eligible for this type of money. That tells you what you have to do, man. You have to pay him. Him and Kate obviously have chemistry. They obviously like each other. He's a good fit for the team, good fit for the culture. Can you just add to it? This whole lead into the free agency or the trade deadline in February and free agency in the draft now was, what is Detroit going to add? It was never, how are they going to replace Jalen Duran?
Yeah.
So let's not add more holes to this team.
So you think that most of the offensive struggles in the postseason were because of Detroit spacing?
For like Duran,
Yes.
yeah, and he couldn't get his game off. Like Orlando played some really good defense, but yeah, I think so for Duran specifically.
Okay, and then defensively, what do you think his ceiling is?
Man, ceiling.
Not an unrealistic scenario, but a likely outcome.
No, unrealistic is like the Dikembe Mutombo. So like I'm thinking like realistic is probably like I'm trying to think in the league. Maybe I don't what's like the 15th best defensive big in the league?
So
Was
just
DeAndre Ayton ever 15th best?
Maybe not.
Because that was like my first thought. Like,
Maybe like
2021 peak for sure.
maybe to a lesser degree Jared Allen.
Okay.
To a lesser degree Jared Allen.
okay, that'd be great though.
Yeah, it's just his timing is off. He gets stuck too much in like drop coverage. Feet a little slow. He's a heavy guy, but he can move on offense, which is why it's weird. His defensive focus is always the same. His timing is pretty poor as a rim protector. He's also a little bit too late. His IQ and his instincts aren't there, and I think that kind of hurts us. You saw like in games where Paul Reed and Stu got in, the defense got a little bit better. But I also felt like that was because offensively he couldn't get shit going either.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of messed up his focus on both ends. But I'm crying.
We got the electric fly swap.
You see that fly, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
been for a minute. It's fucking flying.
Bothered me the whole time.
I like Duren though. I think he may not be a two-way big, but I think he can be solid on the
You
defensive
can give it to
side.
me.
Give me that to-
I'll handle it.
It's here.
On?
You have to press it to turn it on.
Would this thing like give me like a?
Nah, it'll just electrocute.
Do you think
the
it'll
fly.
get Dell's hard? Sorry, Dels.
Nah, Detroit can't lose Duran for nothing. I think they need to run it back. Even if the Lakers offer $40 million a year, I think you still got to match it.
I'm fine with 40. Am I fine with 46?
If you're fine with 40, you got to go to 46, man. I'll be honest. You
No,
just got to,
I mean, at that point, fuck it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But am I excited about it? No, not really.
I'm kind of thinking, okay, at $45 million a year, low key has to be. You have to match that.
Probably.
Pay
You
off.
have to. You're,
No, you have
I
to.
don't think it's
It's
complicated.
risky for the Lakers too, though, because you overpay him massively to just get him.
And I think that's why Detroit's trying to avoid that. They're
Yeah.
trying to see if they can get the best deal possible for them.
yeah,
But I think eventually they'll just be like, yo, dude,
I don't think any team will sign Duran for 40 though.
the Lakers might.
I don't think I'm telling you, man.
They're meeting with him.
No
this week.
way. The Lakers would rather throw the
Sacramento
bread.
definitely will.
They would rather throw the bread at Walker Kessler.
Sacramento will.
Maybe.
they love
Sacramento?
Walker Kessler.
Walker Kessler is more of a necessity for the Lakers defensively.
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
He also could be a really good lob threat. Just plays in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. Listen, we went 7 games, lost in the second round.
We're gonna get the super chats on the
Fuck.
screen right now. We'll get the super chats on the screen in a minute and then read them off. Shout out to
Love
you
Super
guys.
Chats, man. It's been a minute
Thank you
since
for
we
the
got
donations.
them.
OD, it's been a while.
We have to start bringing these back.
Let us know what do you guys think about the live so far. Kind of did this all on a whim. Want to do this free agency show for you guys. Unfortunately, just not a lot of moves that have
No,
happened.
there's actually nothing happening.
The biggest thing has been Tim Hardaway Jr. going to the Miami Heat.
Did we get contract details? Because I thought he wouldn't get like a fucking minimum. He had a great year shooting.
So Tyler, to just press on whatever is the start comment, and then it'll pop up on the screen. We might not get it in real time. That's going. Okay. Clicky Keys goes, what's up, fellas? Drew Velez, I hope you and Palinka next meal have laxatives.
Okay, that's rude.
Okay.
All right.
Let's start off with this one.
fine.
Let me remove the chat.
Yeah, facts.
Good idea, bro.
funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
All right. Drew, you can read them.
Hold on, bro. I'm in the midst of a kill.
Dells, you can read them.
Don't tell Drew.
Did you get him?
Fucking choked.
Damn. Don't tell Drew, but it might be time to ship Luka out of LA with this current roster. Well, Drew doesn't care. No Bron, no 3 and Ds, no center. And Ayton is DeAndre. What? And Ayton of DeAndre is on my team.
Well, there's absolutely zero chance that happens. The Lakers are hoping and praying that Luka Doncic wants to spend.
Imagine he gets traded twice.
There's no way.
Staying on his legacy.
Dane.
For sure. At the same time, there's zero chance. This was their ticket out.
Yeah, it has to get real nasty real fast for them to ship out Luka.
I don't think it happens either. Let's go on to the next super chat.
Just
Yeah,
start
this-
loading them up, Ty. Just once you finish the first one, just go to the next one. We'll read it.
We trying to get this fly, y'all.
You want me to? I'll start reading them. I do not want any big
Let me get
stuff.
the floss water.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, maybe you take a chance. Because honestly, I only got one good chance. Shout out to CRB2430 said, I do not want any big stars coming to the Warriors, such as LeBron and AD. There's no way they kill the fly.
No,
I want our team to be constructed like the 22 Warriors and keep that team once Curry retires. Also, a hot take Raptors can finish first in the East. That's a decent hot take. That's a good hot take, I'd say. Secondly,
Got him.
Wait,
okay.
no, it's right up.
It's alive.
You have to hold the button.
Wait, what do you have to do? Like,
You have to hold the button
It's
and
gonna electrocute
essentially,
that
yeah,
button.
it's gonna.
That's why I don't know why he
But
keeps
it's just
swapping.
unrealistic to construct
You
the.
said just hold it up.
And just hold the button, yeah. We can get close to him.
It's unrealistic to think that the Warriors
not
can
over
build
here
the
yet.
22 Warriors.
He's right here. You should get him.
Crazy.
He ran.
Try.
Hell no.
Just give it back
You
to
do
me.
not want me to.
Unless you literally just want to have fun and try and swat this thing.
Yeah, nah, keep reading. Keep
I like this
I
hot
read-
take. That's a good hot take.
no big stars going to the Warriors, though. I understand. I just feel like the 22 Warriors that's so hard to replicate.
There's
you know what I
nothing.
mean? It's
We
so
drafted those
difficult to
guys.
do it again.
Drafted those guys, man.
And you got fortunate that,
But I understand.
and
It
there's
is-
no Wiggins. Like,
it's-
is there
yeah.
a Wiggins on the market?
Is there a pool that he get? You know what I mean?
Uh,
It's more
Odds.
fun though when it's your players and it's like your role players that you've built instead of going out and buying LeBron or some shit.
Yeah, nah. That was a great team.
Our pool has fallen off that he's in pods combos now.
Who?
Pool.
He's in pods combos.
He's in pods combos.
Is he even in those?
pool?
No.
Nobody even talks about nobody in the Pelicans, bro.
Fucking Joel said the Blazers have Dame, the Pelicans have Poole. I said, what the fuck?
That was insane.
Shit.
That was
Nah, I said.
I didn't even hear that
said
one.
Dame or shaded.
I don't know who you said, but either which way.
Yeah.
Hey, Dame after the Achilles might
Yo.
be cool.
Yo,
Here we go.
What's up? What's up with that? What's up with that conversation about Lamelo, bro?
What kind
The
of
trade.
What about it?
Like, how you feel about the trade
I like it.
for Charlotte?
Yes.
I like it too. Yes,
Why?
because I understand
Walk me through
where
what
they're
they
pivoting
thought.
the roster.
Walk me through what they thought they was cooking.
This is a brand new regime
Yikes!
that didn't draft Lamelo and
Right.
didn't draft any player on the.
It's about like the
Hornets.
GMs and stuff.
Yes,
Yes.
they don't believe in Lamelo to be the long-term piece for them. They don't.
So they believe in Brandon Miller.
Right now, they are willing to bet on the youngest of talent that they have that is still on a rookie contract, because a rookie max extension is very different than
Yeah.
a super max extension. And they're seeing where it goes, and they're stacking up on draft capital
Yeah,
to
look at
be
them.
flexible enough to make moves if they need to. And they have a very deep roster.
What do you mean deep?
They have about 7 very good players,
7 very
especially in the
good. He
regular
added
season.
Varys, so now I could be. He added Varys, so I could be a little nitpicky, right?
In the
Okay.
Eastern Conference,
Which is looking
Think-
good as fuck.
yeah, but
Actually, arguably great.
Yeah.
Eastern Conference, it is great, but I think with a team like this that's pretty deep and plays with effort, they'll be competitive. Kobe
10 seed
White,
for sure.
Brandon Miller, Con Kneppel,
You said very good.
yeah, Nas Reed.
Miles Bridges is gone.
Yeah, I know. So I think Musa Diabate for the role he plays. Last season, they were one of the best rebounding teams in basketball.
Facts.
And it's because he had one of the highest defensive rebounding percentages.
Cal Brenner's solid.
They were, yeah, exactly. But Musa Diabate really spearheaded those rebounding units to where they were even a top 10 defense in the league because of how they closed out possessions. I think Moose is a big reason for that. So he's another one. Role player, very good. Grayson Allen. Like he averaged 16 this past season for a
Royce
team in the
O'Neal,
Suns.
role player,
You
very
saw
good
he
role
had
player.
a role player very good in front of it.
He
I like
did it.
that.
Grayson
I like
Allen
that.
averaged
Okay.
16 points per game for a team that made the playoffs last year. He was one of the 5 leading scorers for the team, and he shot 35% from 3.
35?
Royce O'Neal is also a good player.
He only shot 35?
Yeah, it was because the volume went
top
up.
5 leading scorer on a playoff team. I was looking at that.
Yeah, like
Okay.
they have good vets now. I think they're building a culture. They just kind of saw what it was. They saw this past season was a fun season.
What did they see? Like, what? All right, here's my thought process to it. You had a great back end of the year. I want to say post December or whatever it was. You're one of the best offenses in the league. LaMelo was playing at a high level. Colin was playing at a high level. B. Miller was playing at a high level. Then you brought in Kobe White. Kobe White was really good for them. But you knew who the spearhead of the whole ship was. Like, it was very obvious who the guy was. And that's not to say he was, he like Brandon Miller and Colin was slouches. No, by no means were they. But we knew who the number one guy was. You saw that, and your pivot was trade LaMelo for Minnesota swaps at the peak of Ant-Man and LaMelo's prime?
2033 unprotected first, which is the biggest asset in the trade.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's 7 years
2026
from now.
and it'd be
Some 12
31, 32?
still in his prime.
If the Hornets got a better offer, there's no reason for me to believe that they wouldn't have
I
taken
don't
it.
think they made LaMelo super available until like late or like.
Well,
was
there
it
was
that's
at least,
what
we
was
know the Raptors
reported.
were interested.
Yeah.
So we know there's at least 2 teams.
And he's been
So
being
we-
shopped since last season, so they probably had talks last season about a LaMelo trade. I just thought that they viewed this season in the lens of just a front office that had to make a tough decision, but had to work on logic. And that's that this was a very fun season. We had a fun stretch, and we lost in the play-in, the final game embarrassingly.
Yeah.
Another game in which LaMelo now, the final 3 play-in closeout games that he's
Yeah.
played in, he hasn't been good. They have serious question marks about his durability long term. And without the evidence of seeing him ever play in a playoff series, we don't know how he's going to translate to that sort of physicality in the postseason.
Okay.
I think the trade was very simple. We don't view LaMelo as a player who can be the best player on a championship team. Minnesota's in a different situation where he's coming in there to be the number 2.
No, I think Minnesota got off scot-free.
I love LaMelo in a number 2 role.
But
With Charlotte, if you're pivoting toward this is Con Knepel's team,
that's
Con
the pivot.
Knepel without LaMelo Ball this past season averaged 22, 6, and 6.
His efficiency was in the mud.
No, his efficiency is actually 62% true.
Was it 62 with LaMelo? Was
With
that with
LaMelo.
LaMelo or without LaMelo?
Well, without LaMelo and
You
the
sure it
games
was
that Con
62?
Knepel played. Yes, it
You're
was.
positive.
I'm very positive.
Oh,
40% from 3.
How many games?
It was a small sample size. I think 4 or 5 games. It
I'm not
wasn't
looking
that
that
many
shit
games.
up, man.
It wasn't that many games.
It's a lot. It's different. 4 or 5 games versus 82. Shit's gonna look different for.
Yeah, but I
Con.
also don't think
What's the
Con is gonna.
pivot?
I don't
Pivot
think Con is gonna get worse. Con,
No, he's good.
even dating back to Duke, when Cooper
2
Flagg
years ago.
didn't play in the ACC tournament, Con Knepel had to step up and up his usage, and he was a playmaker, the primary scorer. He was the guy for that Duke team, and he averaged 22 and 6 in the ACC tournament, and he won the tournament for Duke. He's been able to scale up his game before, and without LaMelo, it's going to be tougher to get your shot off, but I think overall, it's going to improve Con Knepel as a player. I think the pivot for Charlotte is just seeing what they have in their young core right now without having after this season to make a decision on LaMelo. They viewed it from the lens of this upcoming season. It is likely we could have been a very fun team and built off the momentum, but it's also likely that LaMelo could have rolled his ankle in November and be out 50 games.
Brandon Miller's also been dealing with injuries since he got
Exactly,
into the
but
league,
I don't think they're committed to Brandon Miller long term. He just is on a rookie contract, so it doesn't make any sense.
I just don't know if this was the year to move LaMelo, especially for what they got for him. It wasn't nothing.
I mean, clearly it is the year to move off of him. If this was
Some
his
organizations
highest
can
value.
make bad
I
deals.
mean, they moved off of LaMelo after one of the best seasons, if not the best one in his career.
Mhm.
Like if they moved
Impact
LaMelo
wise.
last year, they probably had to attach a pick with it to move off of him. this was the market for LaMelo. I'm not going to knock Charlotte for taking a deal
I would've
that
waited
wasn't
more
there.
year.
Maybe you could argue, okay, they shouldn't have taken the offer if it was this low.
No,
I think that's another
I
conversation.
think you could wait one more year. I think with the way they went out this year and how we could say use the word fun, but they were also impactful.
We all thought they would be better this upcoming season. No,
Yeah, they make a couple more moves and they're right in the same picture, right? Of being a playoff team. I feel like you could have waited one more year. There was no rush.
They could have missed the playoffs next year too, though.
Yeah,
There's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee with none of these teams.
I just think that they viewed it from the lens that they don't think that LaMelo is going to be healthy. They think that was an anomaly that he was healthy this past season.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, how many years in his career has he played 70 games or more?
2 seasons.
Yeah.
How many games has he missed? How many seasons has he missed 30 plus
The rest
games
of them.
in a season? I just
Yeah.
think that they just viewed that and said, listen, long term, we don't think we can build around LaMelo being the highest paid player on the team
Mhm.
because that's what was going to happen. So for them, they just got out the LaMelo business, and there's basketball reasons attached to it, but there's also like a locker room front office thing attached to it too. I mean, LaMelo was very immature in Charlotte, and
Fell off Bridges too a few days later. You know what
The
I mean?
Bridges
and
deal
he's
was
a reckless
objectively
driver
amazing.
too. Like
Yeah.
there's stories of
Better
him
than
running
LaMelo,
over a
for sure.
kid's foot, like LaMelo in Charlotte. So
Like, how was the deal for for Miles Bridges better? Like, that makes no sense.
That was the deal I like.
but that's the deal that
Then they paid Kobe White. I don't know.
in making that deal, the Miles Bridges one, it was clear that Charlotte said anything that was attached to the old regime, we want to move on from.
Yeah.
This is our ship. And if they're going to build a team, they want to build it within their own philosophy rather than
a lot of threes.
the last philosophy. And I think so far, like they play analytically a style that should net great offense.
Yeah.
So even with LaMelo gone, with you now, like Kobe White getting more usage, but you bringing in Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, and Nas Reed, you're replacing some of that off the dribble pull up shooting with just so many more players that can shoot the ball for Charlotte that are also good vets, like Nas Reed, Grayson, and Royce, getting all of them in the same offseason. That's going to raise the floor of the team overall.
Kobe White wasn't efficient as a creator. His efficiency was literally on spot ups. That was his best efficiency. Who was he playing next to?
course.
Oh, and it was only like 20 games. But to be fair, it's now 20 minutes, 20 games. Granted, he was great. He was awesome. Now you're plugging in lead guard, starter. You're the engine of the ship. You're the point guard. It's a lot to ask for. I mean, listen, he played well last year, so you want to take the gamble. I just feel like if I'm coming off my best season, impact-wise, we made a run. I was healthy this year. I showed you I can be a part of the program. I showed you I can buy into the system. You feel like I can't. You traded me. I don't know. I feel like I could have waited one more year. I don't feel like I get the injury stuff. The injury stuff makes sense. He's been hurt. That's a fact. I know he's been
He's
hurt.
probably scared. What happens if he gets hurt again?
And that's fair. And if that's the driving ship, I'm with you. But if the philosophy is, oh, we want to pivot to building around Khan, I don't think that's true. I don't even think that's it. I think if it's the injury
What's
stuff,
Khan's ceiling to you?
probably not a number one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
After his rookie year, we're just out on the idea completely that he can never do that.
I mean,
I
to
would-
be a number
that
one,
was
you're
his
like
only
a top
ceiling.
10 dude in the world.
I mean, Konkaneppel, he had a pretty incredible rookie season, one of the most
did.
efficient, if not the most
Can
efficient
he be
in
a top 10 player in the
history.
world?
I don't know. But that's the thing is like,
I don't think it's fair.
I think
ask this
to
early in
write
his career.
to write off him
just-
completely, it's not just a true number one,
Well, I didn't think
but it's
he-
just like, can he be one of the driving forces of a team that can compete at a very high level?
so can LaMelo.
I think, but Konkaneppel through one season was healthy the entire year, and you're obviously not going to move off of Konkaneppel
No,
after.
I'm not saying
Like,
they shouldn't.
With
move on.
LaMelo, like if LaMelo had this one season sample size, yes, it would have been crazy to move off of him. But we have 5 seasons before then, most of it him not being available. That's what they made the decision off of. I don't think it's the talent of LaMelo. I think the talent.
Yeah, I
of
think
LaMelo was obvious.
if it's a injury thing, yeah. But if it's just because we want to build off Khan, I don't think that's true.
I just think the correlation between LaMelo being healthy and the Hornets' team success is just so evident. Rookie season, healthy, missed like the last month of the season, came back, but for that, they were a playing team. Year after, healthy, all-star, playing team. Injured, one of the worst teams in the league this past season, healthy, playing team. Very obviously, when he's healthy, you're better. I get that availability is the most important thing, But when he has been available for you, he has given you a chance. He's given you an opportunity to be in these moments.
I also want to go back to, I think it's just unfair to just ask the question, can he be the number one on the championship team? Because then it disqualifies 90% of players that we ever talk about. Con Kneppel, can he be a multiple-time All-Star in the NBA? Yes. Can he be an All-Star? I think he could be an All-Star. That is what LaMelo's peak in Charlotte was.
Well, no, but I only asked that question because you was like the Charlotte pivoted off LaMelo because he can't be a number one, and that's why I was like, all right, well, I don't think Con can be a number one. So, but you don't have to be a number one where a team can't build around you and with you and stuff like that.
Last episode.
But the big difference is that LaMelo Ball is a year away from being paid like one of the superstar players. So, like, if they could get him financially for a reasonable price, I'm sure they would have kept him. But keeping that contract in mind of what we're going to have to pay him eventually, you know, he's going to be making 60 to probably 70 mil.
To
like,
be
he
fair,
can make a lot of money.
LaMelo's peak in Charlotte was one of the best playmakers in the game.
And Khan's peak as a rookie, one of the best shooters in basketball. There's a short list of players.
You said he was more efficient when out LaMelo.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't. He said that in the games that LaMelo didn't play, he shot 40%.
He was efficient. 62% true shooting.
Well, that includes games they played with LaMelo.
No, that was minutes without LaMelo.
Yeah. Well, I think he was just talking those individual games.
That's confusing.
Yes.
Not the games with LaMelo played, but you know what I mean? There's lineups without.
No, it's not. In the games that LaMelo Ball did not suit up in.
This is a much smaller sample size.
Without LaMelo, wouldn't that just count any minute LaMelo's not in, even if he's not playing?
Yeah, but in this case, his argument was just the games.
So those four, so those super. Oh, all right. It confused me a little bit.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't 4 games. It was a larger sample size, not a large one though. Con Kneppel, in games that LaMelo did not suit up, he did not play in, he averaged 22 points, 6.5 rebounds, 4.2 assists in 10 games.
10 games. Okay.
He shot 47.5% from the field, 39.6% from 3, and he shot 97.1% at the line.
This was that time of the season where Con truly could do no wrong.
And Con's true shooting was 63.2% true shooting in 10 games without LaMelo this past season.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why they would not put that up there. So it's just like 1,000 possessions.
I think it's just measuring the minutes that even with like LaMelo games that he played, just the minutes that he wasn't on the floor with LaMelo. I think that's probably what it filtered out. But no, like Con Kneppel, I think is like, he can't be number one, but I think he'd be like number 2 or 3.
Yeah, like he'll be a high level player. I don't even care about.
So I think the Hornets right now are just gearing up with draft capital. I mean, they're not making a run at being a top 6 playoff team right now. They're just want to be like what they are now, mid, because it gives them a better chance to get a high draft pick in the draft.
Next year's class is weak.
Yeah, so. But they have draft capital for the next 7 years. They have the most draft capital in the NBA. So their hope is just taking swings and hoping that they land one of those talented guys that can be the difference maker for them while having the roster available. Because I think they did wrong by LaMelo in those early years where LaMelo Ball is clearly talented, but the rosters were ass. I think now the Hornets are doing the inverse where they're making sure whatever talented player they get, they're going to have a roster day one that's actually good. And they don't have to go through a period of years where they're
we can't get a roster now for the 2 young players we're really high on.
It's good now, though. I think the roster isn't bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It'd be better with LaMelo.
It would be. But I think the roster is good right now. I think it's in a good spot.
Well,
I still would like an upgrade at 5.
We got movie night
tonight. No, bro, I'm not going to lie. I'm fucking elated. Love Island.
Oh.
Movie night tonight. It's when they do.
You don't have to explain it.
No, let me tell you.
Yeah, chill. It's prime.
They do a big projector screen everyone watches, but they show all the shit that the rest of the people haven't seen. So like private conversations, so like people talking shit about each other, all the crazy shit they're doing.
Yeah, I don't watch that.
Yo, it's fucking elite television.
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. It has been such a long time since I have devoted myself night in, night out to TV like this.
It's because you have a girlfriend.
I'm going to be honest. I don't need her to watch it.
Well, now.
Yeah.
I feel like
Chelsea definitely got me into it, but now I would watch it.
Alexandra, this is her first season watching.
Oh, bro.
Like, committed.
So you put her on.
No. I feel like we both
came together,
watched it like on our own.
Yeah.
She watched her friends. I kind of watch Dolo.
Yeah.
It's, bro, real quick, and then we can do super chats because we kind of stopped. Team KC.
Yeah, it's my fucking guy.
Team KC.
And Corbin.
You watch it? I'll watch it.
Fucking
God.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I watched it last year, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This year, I just haven't been able to get into it.
Let's have a mini dialogue.
Okay.
Anaya had a chance.
She did. No, a nice fucking idiot.
The whole Villa going and turning this into Casey being an asshole is nuts to me.
No.
He constantly, night in, night out, I choose you.
Yes.
I want you.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna approach Soul at all, even
fucked
though
up. He
I
should've,
want
though.
to.
Should've.
I'm not because
But
I
He
respect
did,
you.
and fucking Anaya snatched him.
Yep.
That's where she lost. That's her last straw for me.
She's like, you could have if you wanted to. Cap.
yeah.
She capped.
No.
And then the night before Casa, she says, do you?
Yeah. And he even said, "Don't say that, Riv. A girl tells you, do you?"
I'm doing it.
You know,
I'm doing it.
Come on.
Exactly.
I'm actually again like what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out.
And then she played stupid. She trusted that all was going to be well. And you know what? Even though Carl is a nice guy, I'm saying all these amazing things about him.
She knew what she wanted.
I'm going to choose KC.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
This movie night's gonna be
It's
electric.
going to be peak.
Tyler,
I'm
let's get
worried.
into these super
I'm
chats.
I'm worried for Corbin.
For Corbin,
I'm worried. And Zach.
Melanie and Sincere fucked.
That's over.
Yeah.
It's
done.
over. If they show Melanie all the hooking up that him and
He's cooked. He was loving Anamora and fucking
Oh,
Casa.
D.
Oh my god.
OD, I fear Zach and Kata are done, bro.
You think so?
I hope not.
There wasn't a lot though.
We
Like,
got a
it was-
super
but
chat
I feel like
on the screen.
anything that Kata throws at him, like Kata will get tight over nothing.
Yeah, that's a fact.
At Carter 100, what other moves did the Timberwolves make?
LeBron James, that's it. Or John Collins.
Couple more front court players.
We talked about Sandro. That would be
Yo.
a nice pickup.
No, you're out on Sandro?
Mama.
From
Mama.
Toronto.
Yes.
No, didn't he accept his offer?
No, he
Nice
this
free
week,
agent.
yeah.
But he's getting heavily rumored to LA right now. Lakers.
Fire. No, he's a good player.
Now
Io
Sandro when I'm out.
overpaid.
They gave Io a bag.
Overpaid.
He did cook.
They
Overpaid.
they have to have done that, obviously not knowing about LeBron,
Really?
right?
No, I'm saying I feel like they didn't have to give him that much money.
No, I'm saying like, do the Timberwolves make the $100 million offer if they know they're getting LaMelo?
Probably not.
Like the LaMelo shit, feel like
Unless it
came out of
came,
nowhere.
yeah, but then maybe they know shit we don't.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
they
I'm saying?
could. I mean, they would need another ball handler either way. They did bring back Bones as well, so they got.
Shout
something
out Bones. Bones is pretty decent as a little third string guard and
Yeah.
whatnot.
I like Sandro, Mamu Kelishvili. Minnesota the
Mamu
most.
Keller's Valley.
He
Dang.
replaces
Fire.
most of what
Yeah.
Nas Reed
Now, De'Aaron.
leaves.
Darren.
There you go.
Oh yeah. What did I say? You say
De'Arian.
The area.
Funny. Is that how he spells it though?
He has an apostrophe, right?
D. Aaron.
Is it 2 A's?
D-E. Aaron. Aaron. Like Aaron. A-A-R-O-N.
Oh, fire. Fire. I don't know why I thought it was spelled differently. My
I don't
fault.
know either.
But other than that, I mean, their team's looking good. Obviously, you got like LeBron or some shit. It really adds a supercharge to it. But you got your backcourt, you got your front court, you got your big.
K.
It's good.
Williams 7528 goes, is the West still definitively better?
No.
I don't know, man. I think on paper you had to take OKC and the Spurs, just pure talent wise. But the East, 2 of the last 3
They're
years, are
just better.
champions, obviously. Yeah, but the Spurs played the Knicks, and
So
Yeah,
probably
but-
Knicks probably had the Spurs.
so are the Knicks the best team in basketball, number 2.
The thing,
1 or 2.
if
I
the
think
Knicks-
OKC would have beaten
if the
them.
Knicks didn't dominate the Spurs,
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what? Like, you know, it is what it is.
You guys did choke like dog water.
So who's 4?
Minnesota.
Minnesota's better than any team in the East. Any other team than New York?
Who do you? Is Jaylen Brown on your roster?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, bro, you have to
I,
respect.
I don't know who's gonna be on the roster. Then.
Let's just assume he's on the team.
I think Minnesota and you guys are close.
It's close.
The way you guys went out, kind of
It's
sour
sad.
taste. And your front court sucks.
I know our roster has holes.
You killed me beyond belief when you said Tatum tore his Achilles last year and this offseason's worse.
Facts, bro.
That was so
this one's
funny,
like fucking
bro.
humiliating almost.
Oh,
Yeah,
Do you
you're
think
in your little
Jalen
chair
Brown
right
is
now.
getting the short end of the
I feel
stick?
terrible. Huh?
Do you think Jalen Brown's getting the short
I
end?
don't want to tell you guys what he told me in the car, bro. His car conversations with me are really just insane.
What did I tell you in the car?
I'm not gonna expose him, but it really is. Nah,
I love exposing Dells.
we were walking out. This was after our argument. We was walking out, and Tyler, we just dapped Tyler, I think, and we get into the car. We're walking into the car, and I'm like, "Yo, Dells," I was in there bugging. He was like, "Nah, but I love JB, man. I can't go in there, and I can't take your side, bro." So I'm like, "So you just gonna let me just act like I look wrong?" He's like, "Yo, bro, it's JB. It's like that's my dog. I can't support you in that sense." So I was like, what you understand where I was coming from? He was like, yeah, I get what you say. I'm telling you, bro, in the car, he be
JB has
with me.
flaws.
But then,
I'm not gonna come up here and be like Jaylen Brown can't do X, Y, and Z. No, he has flaws.
And here
I'm
he
not
don't
gonna
be
fucking back him up. You're like, no, Riv, you're right. No, you're right. No.
he don't fuck with me. He really just lets me just.
If it's
you
not
know?
fucking Boston related, I don't care about
That's
agreeing
true.
with you. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit here and shit on really anyone on the Celtics.
Tatum has flaws.
Sure.
What
Yes.
are they?
I think
What
his
are they
score,
actually?
he could be inconsistent. I think for Tatum, we view him, a lot of people, as this like top 5 guy in the world. He doesn't score to the level that I think he has to be to like solidify himself.
You love
there.
bringing that 30-point season up though.
He did it first.
To be
off.
fair, that season was
Yeah.
peak.
You love bringing it up.
I just don't think the scoring is as elite and consistent as you'd want it to be. I think that's really his only flaw.
I
Agree.
Almost agree.
What's
His shooting sucks.
That's part of scoring, I guess.
I just want to
Shooting
re-emphasize
sucks.
that.
I feel like because he can get to the
he
rim.
shot well last year?
In the 20 games he did.
Take that.
I agree.
Latest sample.
Like Trae Young.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
I'm sorry.
Yo, were you upset that AJ went one?
No.
This
I
from
need all
CRB.
the help that I can get in Washington.
Type shit.
You know?
LeBron might be.
I hate to say this as a Warriors fan, but I think you can make an argument that Jalen Brunson's 2026 season, in terms of accomplishments, is better than Steph Curry's 2016 season.
The comments were killing him about this.
What was it?
You were reading it while he put this?
People were saying
What he got? A
calling him
ring?
Finals MVP.
They didn't have DCF
Nah.
MVPs.
NBA
He might. And then
NBA
NBA Cup.
Cup.
NBA Cup can't
Yeah,
forget
shit.
about
He
the
might.
Cup.
If you just talking accomplishment,
He
you
did
fucking
win
might.
everything except MVP.
Yeah.
Regular season.
I'll
They
be
won
honest.
everything.
Does NBA Cup, is that like going to your like Wikipedia?
It does.
It will.
LeBron has the NBA Cup MVP.
Fire.
It's new now, so we don't respect it, but 30 years from now, people will hold that very highly.
The NBA Cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll say the Knicks were the third winner, and then they won a championship. that
Can you
year.
name the other two? Kels?
What?
Who were the 3 NBA Cup champions?
Bron won in his first year. Giannis second year, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
Bron, Giannis, Knicks.
Nice, bro.
I don't know. I went player team.
So Giannis is also an NBA Cup winner.
He is an
Fire.
MVP.
Fire.
Clearly, only great players win that.
Yeah.
Quite literally, the only great players have
It's a
won
great
it.
three. Great three.
Only
Yeah.
great players have won it. The 3 right people have won
I
it.
do get what he's saying. I get what
So you don't hate this.
Nah, because Steph didn't win the ring out of here.
Yeah.
And he gagged in the
Yeah,
finals.
if he won the ring, boy, this shit not even a conversation.
Of
But,
course. It's
you know.
maybe the greatest season ever.
Yeah.
Kill moves goes. Y'all been killing it lately. Can't wait to see y'all get 100K. Just want to say I'm glad Louisville got another player in the league in Mikael Brown,
Shout out.
because my faith in D Mitch is fading. Still love him though.
Shout out Mikal, man.
John McHale.
Mikael Brown.
Fire.
Can't wait
Biggest
to watch
legend.
the Nets.
Big side legend.
Can't wait to watch the Nets.
Yeah, we're
Mikael
gonna have to
Brown
go to a
Jr.
game.
For sure. For sure. I'm excited. They think they can make a run.
Did you see that
I did
they're
see that
thinking
comment.
about they're teasing like a new logo? I don't know if it's fan made or if it's from the team, but it's like the Brooklyn B, but it's just the old Nets colors on it. So
That's
one
tough.
of the things is blue, one of the things is red.
Yeah, I'm done with the whole black and gray,
Like
white.
to the old school.
I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.
It's boring.
It's whack.
boring.
It's
Like
whack.
the Raiders have a good way of making that color
Reggie,
signature
shit.
look good. It's also classic.
Yeah.
The issue is the classic jersey is perfect.
Yeah.
Where would you rank the New Jersey Nets aesthetic?
It's high.
It's
bro.
high
Top
as
10 for
hell.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 10 for sure.
It's just that they had the perfect color scheme. Blue, red, and white is. I get it's America, but it's also just like a perfect color trio.
Those dark gray jerseys, those gray
those
jerseys
shits
are
are
fire. Those the navy blue
100%.
ones
Yeah, those shits
too.
are beautiful.
Yeah, they had such great
They were
uniforms.
just
bro.
ass as fuck.
The reason why they moved is because even when they went to the NBA Finals, nobody watched them, bro. They didn't sell out an NBA Finals game. That was when they were played at the Izod Center.
Yeah.
So they didn't see enough foot traffic and people going to the games and supporting the team. I think it's because of how New Jersey is constructed, bro. Because North Jersey, most of them are gonna root for New York teams like Giants, Jets, Knicks. They're gonna root for them. Central Jersey and South Jersey, that's more Philly. New Jersey doesn't really unite behind one team. The only team is the New Jersey Devils, but it doesn't unite behind one team. Like the Jets and Giants play here, but they're New York. They're called New York because they use New York's branding, but they use New Jersey's
Why
land.
don't they just turn the Jets into New Jersey?
It seems like if the Jets move, it'd be like to fucking Long Island or some shit. Bro.
Wow.
Yeah, they go because they're rooted in Queens, if I'm not mistaken. The Jets are.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Queens.
Nah, but yeah, I was watching a video on it. There was like, how come New Jersey isn't passionate about one team? Because even when New Jersey Nets, they were doing well, nobody cared about them. And it's because it's
Bears.
so spread out with so many different people that they already have their allegiances.
Yeah.
Like that's why you go more South Jersey, Central Jersey, they're Philly fans, they're Eagles fans, they're Sixers fans. They're not the fan of the same team up north. It's just New Jersey's wildly different, bro. Like South Jersey's nothing like North Jersey.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I can't stand Philly.
K. Williams goes, Knicks winning the chip was the worst thing to happen to NBA discourse, man. Brunson getting put in convos he got no business in, man.
He spelled business wrong.
He did spell business wrong.
Good shit, Riff.
Nah, he's mad. Yo, what? Maybe this. Yeah, I relate to you guys somewhat because this is probably how you guys feel like I act with Jalen Hurts.
He is the Jalen Hurts of the NBA.
Oh shit.
Nah,
That's
he's so much better. Jalen Hurts is a
But at the
mid.
same time.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. The sentiment, I get it.
There's a balance though, where there's some people who take Brunson and put him in top 5 talks, and there's other people who don't want to talk about this playoff run at all. I feel like there has to be some middle ground where if Brunson goes out and does historic shit, that changes. That changes where he ranks today. That
feel like
changes
I'm the
where he
middle
ranks all time. I think so. I think you're pretty
He don't
decently in the
think so,
middle.
bro. He just has.
I mean, he heard my logic in the argument, and he heard it.
Yeah, no, I don't think
think so.
I don't think you're dramatic, but I think there's people out there that don't want to look at playoff runs or at least one specific run, although Brunson has multiple,
Mhm.
and change their ranking on him. That's what we do for everybody.
Yeah.
If any player in the top 10 has a run that Jalen Brunson just did, they're going to get moved up all-time list. They're going to get moved up current list.
All
So
players.
I think Jalen Brunson is
Yeah.
he's top 10 player stamped. I think the conversations are valid.
I think he's solidified top 10.
Yeah.
Easy.
People just hate it because the thing is that not only did Brunson accomplish something crazy, but he got probably one of the craziest, if not the craziest, fan base behind him.
Mhm.
And with
And
the
he
Knicks
was
fan
doubted.
base. Like
He
the
was
Knicks
doubted.
fan base, you're gonna it's like Philly's fan base. The Eagles fan base with Hurts. You know that dominates discourse because it's just Philadelphia. That's a big market. But
Well,
I can see Knicks fans get a lot of people.
I think Eagles fans are also more upset because a lot of people just think their quarterback sucks. Like nobody thinks Jalen Brunson sucks.
No,
it's a
that's
little
a big difference in the comparison. Is that Hurts is very much mediocre, bro, in the regular
See, look.
season.
I don't know. There were some people that were thinking that Jalen Brunson was mediocre in the regular season. No,
Not facts, but not like Hurts, bro. Hurts was
Somebody
dead,
right here.
mid for his
Very up and down
position.
year for him,
Mid for his position,
Oh,
dog.
regular season shit talking him.
Yeah.
First round, first 3 games.
Yeah.
3 games. That is it. Shit talking him. Rest of the way, Brunson's the best
Movie.
ever, better than SGA.
Nah, he
Respect.
did his thing. You know what I'm
Chip,
saying? He
I've
did
been
his
talking
thing.
the same way.
But that's why Brunson and Hurts ain't the same thing. When's the last time Hurts has been a Pro Bowler?
I don't know.
Not that it really
Yeah,
matters.
is that the same as like what is the
Nah.
NBA equivalent?
Because I think
Pro Bowl?
the NBA All-Star game, there's so much of a higher, I think it means more than a Pro Bowl.
It's in the middle of the season. Yeah.
Yes.
This is when you know the NBA offseason's peak.
Brian goes,
We should pass this one.
if
It's a
Steph
dumbass
wins
question.
Finals MVP over the King, does he jump him all-time thoughts?
Right, with all due respect.
That
Crazy
was
question.
hilarious.
Yeah, crazy question.
You think it's a no?
Yes
a no.
Do you think it's a no?
That's a no. And I love Steph. Nah. We jump in Magic though, clearly. Like this is clearly.
Nando goes, how can the Denver Nuggets be fixed?
Trade Christian Brown.
Yeah.
Start there.
I've seen the Jamal Murray, Jaylen Brown swap. I'm good off that, bro.
Who would be their point guard? Denver.
I don't like it really for either team
Yeah.
because I just don't know. I think Jamal Murray and Jokic work together. I think Jaylen Brown would too. I just don't think it would work at the level as Jamal
Yeah.
do. And for the Celtics, I just think you need more athleticism. You need rim pressure. Jamal Murray is
And rim protection.
yeah, I mean, different area, but I just think you're losing something you need in Jaylen Brown and the athlete he is.
Can I ask you a question? Could you run a double big lineup with the Nuggets? And do you think that would be beneficial?
Who's the double big lineup?
Like, let's say they threw money at Mitchell Robinson.
Joker playing the 4. What is he now? Help side?
Well, he's 4. Yes.
Nah, I'm cool.
I'm just wondering because if Jokic isn't going to be a great rim protector,
Yeah.
he's not going to be a great defender. He's obviously going to be this elite offensive engine.
Yeah, I think his flaws are his flaws. Just gotta hope that for 7 games he can give you 3 good ones.
And
Is that
Aaron
even-
Gordon can stay healthy?
Am I saying something stupid?
I wouldn't say that.
No.
I know what you're thinking.
You know what I mean?
The NBA moves fast, man, because 2 years ago, this guy was invincible. And now it's like, can you really win a championship with his defense? Like it's gotten
I
to
think
that
we just
point.
see
I'm not even going that far. I respect it all.
I think it's more the roster than him.
I agree.
Roster
But it's
around
like
him.
also you kind of need a lot in a roster
Like Luka.
defensively around him.
I think Jokic has a chance when it's all said and done to be a top 10 player all time. That's how great he is. But it's just the reality of his defense at this point in his career.
Especially when there's not many up top. Like there's not a lot of guys up top. So if you can't get stops up there, you're really fucked behind.
That's
you.
true.
So he's like Luka on defense. Like
Yeah.
you need a lot of great guys around him.
No,
These
I'm with you.
Europeans, man.
I'm with you.
Owen Cooney goes Trey Murphy or Kelly Oubre. Who's a better fit for Indiana? Also, when we were getting more NFL pods or segments, thank you guys for the answer and the pods.
You're asking the right questions, Owen.
Kelly
Much
Oubre
NBA
is so much
I've
cheaper.
been enjoying the NBA conversation, to be honest with you. That being said,
Kelly Oubre is so much cheaper.
But Trey Murphy's a better player.
Trey Murphy sitting next to
Yeah,
Tyrese Halliburton is all day.
that's 27 mil though. Somebody got to go.
Terrible.
Nah, I just think you got to give. You don't got to give up nothing for Kelly Oubre.
No, true.
For them, I'm saying for
Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't got to give up nothing for.
But
Kelly.
Trey Murphy's better fit because he's
Yeah.
a better player.
Hell yeah, he can't defend though. He weird. Can't really dribble either.
Kelly Oubre is probably going to be the pickup they make. He's a good player off the bench. Can he replace most of what Benedict Mathurin leaves them? Yeah, I think so. I think Kelly Oubre can score off the bench.
I think it's
I like Kelly
I like
Oubre.
it. CRB goes off topic for agent topic. Do you think the NBA will change to a 72 game season?
I think they'll never move from 82, personally.
I don't think they should.
It'll ruin the history books.
Yeah,
Yeah, it seems unlikely. The money, the history. I don't think the players or the owner's going to want to give it up because leaving money on the table.
I'm going to say they expanded playoffs to 2 extra games,
Yeah.
technically.
yeah. They want more money, not less.
JD goes, I know we supposed to be talking
Shout out
hoops,
JD, man.
but I got a bone to pick with Drew. Why you been hating on
Facts.
Lamar and
Facts.
JT? so
Facts,
much?
JD.
Let Rip be.
Facts.
That's not you.
I'm
Well-
I'm the Lamar hater. You
Yeah.
made me the Lamar hater.
Huh?
You made me the Lamar
You,
hater.
I
You started this
I
war
don't know if
for
I
0
did.
reasons.
don't know if I did.
You did.
I don't know what started Josh Lamar war. If I'm
You
being quite
did.
honest with you.
You did.
It was
What
literally
I
you.
do?
You
You've
just
just been super anti-Josh.
Has he not been
randomly.
super anti.
Only because you're super
He's in my
anti-Josh.
division.
Who?
Josh.
I
Fair,
understand that.
but you're super mean. You're not mean to Drake, Dick Rider. Got him.
Well, it's because Drake
Stop,
hasn't done it.
Stop.
Drake
Stop.
hasn't
Got
done
him.
shit.
Got him.
Drake
Stop.
hasn't done shit.
Stop.
Got him.
He hasn't done
He
shit.
got you.
Well, according to you, Josh Allen hasn't either.
Oh, oh my god, we're fucking you right now.
All right.
It's
all right.
every hole.
That was a triple team if I haven't seen one.
Every hole, bro.
Holy moly. That being said, Lamar done. JT, I have nothing against.
Jason
I have
Tatum.
nothing.
I
I,
don't
actually
do that.
was here with Jason Tatum before anybody. Let's just be honest.
Before
I-
everybody. First LeBron, then JT, then Wemby. He's only fucking
He's
guy.
funny as shit for
Never
that.
forget Drew 2022, man. Never forget.
Funny as shit for that.
Never forget. Drew 2022 was locked with the Celtics.
This is
I was more tapped in with Celtics than some Celtics fans.
This
Let's
is a
be real.
leak comment right here.
Let's
You
be
were just as
real.
big of a fan of as Dells at that time.
Low key because I was feeling Jaylen Brown.
Chelsea Ellis goes smash at Dells.
League
Legend.
comment. League comment.
Girlfriend not gonna like that, bro.
You guys like cook
going
dinner
right
and
back
then
to
watch
groceries,
Wells
man.
Island? You guys
Yeah, we're the cooker. We get takeout or something. Then,
just chill, watch,
yeah.
same shit.
Did I
Had,
call out of work tomorrow, guys?
Yo, you always ask that and never do it.
A bitch.
had some
How many
alcoholics
times do you
last
think you
night.
could call out of work a month?
So a month?
Yes.
Technically speaking, I have 8 PTO days.
Fire.
8.
Can
A
you
month
call
or
out
just-
as a PTO day though?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 8 a month or just 8?
If I call out, automatically gets put to PTO.
Okay.
That's beautiful. Wow. Certain job, my job don't do that. You gotta really put that shit in.
Yeah,
Fill
you
out
usually have to
paperwork.
do like a week in advance, some shit.
Which is annoying. And they gotta approve it. How do you determine when I could leave?
The crazy thing is people will call out mad randomly all the time.
Yeah.
Hell
And I'll be
yeah.
honest, it kills us every time.
And you want to be the one to do it. I get that.
Shout out to Cheese and the Bear Pod. 5
Shout
subs as always.
outs.
Appreciate you, King.
He's in the bear.
Shout out to Cheese and Bear, man. I gotta get on this shit. They've been asking me. I gotta make some time for them.
I think I'm gonna be there soon.
Bro?
Cheese Bear, shout out to y'all. K Williams goes, Giannis can't extend with the Heat until December. He's not touching free agency.
He probably isn't, unless you guys are one of the worst teams in basketball.
Yeah, unless there's a disaster.
But you know, I think he's staying.
And then he's a Laker.
This guy.
I gotta stop with that gimmick. Gimmick's dead.
Clicky Keys, what's up, fellas? Drew Velez, I hope you and Palinka next meal have laxation. Glad the whole gang is back.
I don't know why I'm getting grouped into this with Rob Pelinka.
Bro hates you.
No, the thing is, Clicky's my guy.
That's
my
Keys,
Broncos.
right? Richie?
Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
Ricky. It's my Broncos brother.
Damn. He just fried you up.
For no reason.
Yeah, he says
did.
he feels sorry for Dells for being a Mets and Jets fan. It's so bad.
Bro, I've been
All
doing
you
this-
got is
been
Boston.
doing this for 28 years.
And let's be
man.
honest, he's got Boston, but they just blew through one league too. Like
Both
I
by a
just
thin
wouldn't
thread.
want to be
I
Dells.
got no.
Yeah.
2024, man. I was right.
Not to mention, he's a Ravens fan. They don't win.
Dells had to.
Bills don't win.
Eagles do.
Celtics do.
Fuck.
What's your Celtics origin story? How'd you become a fan?
Yeah, let's hear that.
Well, there was my dad wasn't really much of a basketball fan. He was Mets and Jets, so I became Mets and Jets. And growing up, the fucking Nets were ass, the Knicks were ass, the Celtics were good. I sound be a Celtics fan. I don't really. I was definitely a bandwagon like when it was Big Three.
Mm.
So that's really what started it.
At what age did it start?
So when they get to like 2008, was it?
Yeah.
2000,
So he was
it like
10?
10.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So it was like after they won their first chip.
No,
Or
I
you
was
watched their first chip.
Yeah, I actually really can't remember when I like if I was a fan when they won or after they won, but it was like during that time.
Whack ass origin story, man.
What about your Eagles origin story?
Deshaun Jackson.
Who were you a fan of before?
Aura.
Giants.
Him just saying Deshaun Jackson added aura points to the story.
Yeah, no, because I found them on YouTube. I used to watch YouTube and just look up highlights, and I
Yeah.
found them on YouTube. Because, you know, people don't know this, but in Jersey, like, we couldn't watch Knicks games. So we can only watch the Nets because they were free and fucking Giants games because they always come on, and Jets games because they always come.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, Giants on, but I didn't watch football too much.
So what was your point, like when you said, when you were young, of course,
Mhm.
obviously different decision making, but the younger River Brown self when he pivoted from Giants to Eagles, what was that moment?
What do you mean? Like, what made me do it?
Yes.
Oh, Deshaun Jackson.
Oh,
that was
the
loaded.
return he had in week 17.
That was-
No, it was when he played at Cal.
Okay,
Cal Berkeley, yeah. I was a fan then.
because that'd have been a good moment.
Yeah, no, that
That'd be a
nigga-
crazy moment though
that-
too.
No, that shit
He's
was
like,
lit.
yo, this motherfucker's so good. I gotta be Eagles.
That nigga, he dropped it, said, got him. Just started moving.
That shit was legendary.
And that's one of my favorite players ever. I love Deshaun.
Yo, man, we really haven't talked
didn't get
about
no
it
news.
once on this pod. We really haven't got news, but we didn't talk about the Chris Johnson stuff, bro. That shit was
sad,
heartbreaking.
bro. Really sad.
He's such an incredible player, dude.
He looks different
It's
too.
crazy, man.
Wait, what happened?
He
He
got
has ALS.
Ooh,
He can't speak, bro.
fuck.
Yeah, like he has the computer like looking at. That shit, bro. That shit popped up like fucking 9 in the morning. That
Yeah,
shit was sad off rip.
They had that in you guys seen Top Gun Maverick?
Mhm.
I
You're
forgot-
right,
Yeah,
you're
the guy- I
right.
forgot who he was, but he was in the older movie. He had the same thing. He was typing on a computer. It was like his throat hurt. And
He
shit.
was like, I think he was doing like his eyes though. I don't think
he was using his eyes to type out
Yeah.
his state.
It's a
crazy.
good use for AI. It's technology for you.
It's
bro.
pretty crazy. What like I was stunned with how quickly it was relaying the message. I mean, maybe editing
It
too,
could
but
have
it
been.
also
I was thinking that too. Yeah,
it also was pretty crazy.
but yeah, it is sad, man.
It was pretty heartbreaking, honestly.
Prayers to
One of 8 players to go
Very
for
cheap,
2K in
man.
a season rushing yards. His season was electric. bro.
Yeah,
Season record for most scrimmage yards in a season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still like to play Madden 10 just to use Chris Johnson, bro. CJ2K. He one of the most coolest running backs ever.
Yeah.
bro.
And let's be honest, until a player comes to the league and is good, record for 40 time.
yeah.
Until a player's
We
better
don't
than him
Respect John Ross and Henry Ruggs
or
and
Xavier.
That was when that type of speed was rare.
Yeah,
Like
Henry
now
Ruggs
you
is,
get people that run it a couple of times, but like back then it was like, wow, this is like the first time we've ever seen a dude this fast. He was OD. Yo, have you watched Power and Snowfall or no?
No.
Okay, let's move on. That's Brown.
Thank God, bro.
Been a
We're
PG
not talking
fan
about
since
that.
I was a kid. Looking for my next GOAT, leaning K to my valid. Go Birds DH.
Come on, Des.
You got a similar path to Mr. Brown here.
You gotta send your application through the desk.
You just need a Steph one. But he's got PG, he's got Cade.
You know, if LeBron goes there, you have no choice.
What? Room for LeBron?
Not me. Like
Pull up.
I have no choice.
Santos.
pull up,
You have no choice. I have no choice. You know what I mean?
Pull up.
Says I hate you, Allen. Hashtag respect.
It's
John.
kind of nuts. He's going at you. I usually this is directed at me or
I
Riv.
know. I love John.
Now, I
Even though
really
I didn't like his
appreciated
birthday.
the graphic that Santos put out the other day of the championships that we've seen.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. I love that he counted 3 Chiefs ones for me.
That's
That's definitely upping my total.
People were calling me a slut. I'm just like, come on. It's
Bro's got like 6 different teams.
if
over
you
there.
just
That shit was
if you
funny.
just see the pattern, it's literally just paid.
Yeah. People are funny.
Nah, man, that chip was OD.
Which
Low key,
one?
what only the real fans know that one of the chips that should be added on there is $20. People don't know that though.
Oh,
don't know
facts.
that.
They don't.
They
So
should
that's a
bring up-
throwback.
They're
I
like,
should have-
yo, Brady, Mahomes, what?
Yeah, that's
It's
a fact.
crazy too. That I should have. If we're doing that, then where my Ramley?
Yeah.
How many chips are you claiming in your lifetime?
For like football?
Just both sports.
Okay, so
Like that's my chip, man. I like emotionally invested into this shit. That's my
Warriors,
chip.
I count one. Nah, I count one for real.
2022.
Yeah, like
including baseball 7.
damn.
Not 15.
I wasn't emotionally invested. You
Okay.
said like
I
2022
got you,
really
I got you.
heart and soul.
2007, 2011.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Nah. That's funny as hell. Talk about the Giants.
Claiming the Eagles and Giants rings.
Yeah, no, I don't claim those. I just claim my Eagles rings. So 3? Yeah, 3?
Crying.
Nah, him putting it on
I'm
graphic was probably the
crying.
funniest part.
Yeah.
So you claim both Eagles rings.
Yes.
You claim the Warriors rings.
That's 3. It's just 3.
No other player that you like. Well, football, I mean, Jettas hasn't won one yet.
Yeah, no.
DJ, Josh.
Josh, CJ, Coleridge. Nah.
I only well 7 is 1 Yankees because that was 09. I can't count 2000, 99, 98. I wasn't
Yeah.
conscious of mind. So 1 Yankees, 2 Peyton, and 4 LeBron.
Can I count the Astros?
Sure.
No.
You can count them.
Nah, it's really just 3.
Name me
bro.
dead ass right now 3 Astros on the team right now.
Right now?
On the team right now, 3
Jordan's still on
Astros.
the
He
team.
is
Altuve's still on the team.
technically yes.
You hate him.
I am.
Nigga, I don't know.
I'm glad I said 3.
Are they even good? They're not even good this year, right?
No,
Yeah. Fall off has been crazy.
pitching sucks.
You're just claiming the Celtics.
24 Celtics.
Yep.
That's all I need.
You have nothing else to claim.
It's really all you got.
Like literally nothing.
There's big debate around the Celtics world if they would trade the 24 ring for the 22 ring, and the answer is yes. Although the 24 ring would beat Luca, so I don't know.
Beating Steph means more.
Wait,
Yeah,
more.
but-
JT's trajectory would have been all time.
But also
nuts.
that means Luca has a ring.
Well, no, oh yeah, true. But
Yeah, if you don't
oh,
stop
yeah.
them, yes, you're able
Yeah.
to at all.
Damn.
That's true.
I think it's easy.
I don't know.
Tatum's trajectory is crazy.
If they didn't play the Mavs,
You gotta think
easy.
like you beat an all-time Steph.
True.
Like, he gave you everything.
But
So-
I mean, Luca was on all-time trajectory now. It's like,
Yeah, but he was dog shit.
Verified Elijah goes, Riv, you got to do a Keep 3 Cup 5 Little Dirk edition. Also, fuck Dells.
see what your people do, bro.
My people.
Your fans.
You still no. You saw a do-rag and you thought my people.
Nah, I heard your people.
Yeah.
We all knew what it was.
I got to keep 3 Cup 5 Dirk though.
Fire.
Clicky Keys goes, Drake was never wrong. LeBron made his career off switching teams.
Damn.
Fine with that. Whatever he wants to say. Is
He's a slut like me.
there a problem?
Made his career is kind of hilarious.
That's fine.
You know,
He's a
whatever.
champion and MVP and everyone.
Don't do Galaxy Gas goes, my demons, what's up? Which of y'all is claiming DP as your guy for the draft class?
Well, it's pretty simple because you have your 2 right here in the middle that are AJ DeBansta. You have my friend over here who
Booze.
his number 1 is Cameron Boozer, and
There we
the
go.
wheels
Do
fall
it.
off.
But we're gonna say none of us dislike any of the 3.
No, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I
None
think
of us-
that
this is one of the first times
I
that's
think-
happened.
I think we love the 4 players.
Hell yeah.
We love all 4 of them.
I'm gonna hate him soon though.
Corey Rutland goes,
I can't find myself hating AJ because I want Washington to do well.
That's you're fucked.
I'm
you're,
screwed.
You're fucked.
Should I just hate Cameron Boozer?
much love from Australia. Fellas, what free agent should the Spurs go after?
Well, they
LeBron
signed
James.
Champagne back, so that was dope.
That was gigantic.
Yeah.
They
I
need a
don't-
4. We talked about John Collins a bit.
That's
That'd be a
like
decent
gonna be
pickup.
Ruiz. I think is decent.
Rui's a good
too.
pickup. I think getting someone that could play alongside Wemby, give you some size, but also
Have we
doesn't.
thought
fuck
about a
up your
5
spacing.
and putting Wemby at the 4?
That could work too.
I like Sandro here too. I think
Sandro would
Sandro
be-
makes a lot of
Sandro
sense.
would be gigantic.
Going back?
What about going to get Kessler?
I think it is too rich for that.
I saw a report came out that Kessler has multiple offers from 30 to 35, 39 million.
Jeez.
So he's,
I give him
he's
25.
interested.
Shout out to Pooh 5506. Shout
out to you, Pooh.
A chat.
Buzz Lightyear.
Sometimes that happens though. It happened to me once actually.
You donated and no message?
Yeah, I just forgot. I don't know where I put it.
I've been crushed.
Free Devin goes. Remember when Riv said he takes Scoot over Wemby?
I fuck around. Did say that shit after that game. I fuck around. Did say that.
That
shit.
Metro versus
Yeah.
it's one
Right
of
there.
the best highlight tapes
Free
I've
Devin.
ever seen.
You're not lying. I probably did say that shit.
Cookie Keys goes. Did Riv hop off Chicago at the wrong
If
time?
I stayed,
I mean,
nothing
he hopped
would've
off
happened.
years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, if
What-
now is the right time.
What's the good that just happened?
The guy
Caleb,
Just
Caleb.
getting Caleb Wilson.
Their team is cute.
Swain.
They do have a cute team. I got none against. I'm just saying, like, the only big thing that happened this offseason for them was getting Caleb.
DWLA Clipper goes, how y'all feeling about Caleb Downs this year?
I'm excited. Dallas's defense is gonna be fun.
Feeling good. Yeah, we're gonna get started into that football stuff.
I'm a little
soon,
nervy.
Next couple weeks.
I was gonna say,
Cowboys
your
defense
ass is
looking
leaving.
okay. Huh?
You're
This-
leaving.
This is next week. You guys probably still gonna do some free agency stuff next episode.
Probably. It's a good point. He's
So
been
you'll be back for NFL stuff?
My return flight's Tuesday, so I'd be down for a Wednesday pod.
no
Nice.
way. Work.
Thursday
That can't
pod.
happen. All right.
We switched the schedule like 25.
Wednesday
I don't know.
pod.
We'll see.
Wednesday pod. When's that ever happen?
Yeah, Wednesday.
We'll
probably
see
nuts.
week of. Week of things change, man.
He said Wednesday pod. Is he
Middle of the
insa-
fucking
Is he
week. Like
insane?
Keon Ellis to the Nets. 18 mil. Good for him.
It's not a bad deal.
2 years.
2 years, 18 mil.
No,
Nets
man.
are building a little bit of a cute roster.
Losing me.
It's not bad. Mikael Brown, Michael Porter Jr., Julius Randle.
I do it.
Yuck.
Dayron Sharp. Don't
Igor-
sleep on a break.
Decent.
Dion-
I
decent.
like Dayron Sharp.
Dioman, good player.
2 guards. Yo, we gonna be in Brooklyn a lot, man. Shout out to Mikal, fan of the show. We love you, bro.
Shout out to Brooklyn also just having great affordable tickets too.
Talk to him.
You can go to them great seats and then you're watching a great view of the game. The JV podcast goes, keep up the good work, fellas. Been a fan since 2019. I need y'all on my pod. PS from Jersey 2. Need Drew and Riv at the hoop sesh. Pull up with JC and Tev.
Type shit.
I must know him
You must.
because I just see no Taff. He must be well known.
No, yeah, that's true. That's a
Yeah.
good correlation. If he knows JC and Tev and he's hooping it with them,
Yeah, you're definitely
Yeah.
somebody like we know.
shout out to the JV
Shout out.
podcast.
Shout out for sure.
Shout out to you, bro. That's going to do it for this free agency
No
show.
news.
We wish we had more news to react.
We could
Too,
go
but-
watch movie night though.
But we had a lot of different things to
Fucking
talk about. The Kawhi Leonard trade, Jalen Duran, LeBron, where's he going to pick? Where's he going to go? Hopefully next episode we'll have much more news to react to. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.
You know,
Internet?
every single